Hello, welcome. This is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan, and I just went live 10 seconds ago. So we'll just relax here for a second and let everyone get all their notifications, and we'll just wait for people to start hopping on. So yeah, welcome, and I'll be sure to see who's jumping on here and give you guys shout outs. Hey, Graven Babies, you were first. Welcome from Floridians. Peter and Ryan. Huh? Oh, Angie just heard me mention your name, Graven Babies. Angie said hi. She's in the next room. She's about to record a voiceover for her next vlog. I think she's going to come join us in a moment. I'm not sure how long that'll be. I don't want to promise anything too soon. It'll probably take her a little while. But anyway, let's see. Kika, Can't Stop Lying. Ryan is the coolest name, huh? The Matrons Militia, Karen, Michael, Rebecca, Darth Vegan. Let's see. Happiest Vegan on Earth. Hey, Lisa, good to see you too. So anyway, what is up, guys? Welcome. Thanks for joining. And yeah, I don't have any particular guest or anyone in mind today. I like to mix it up. Just me sometimes, Angie sometimes, get some guests on from afar. So it's all gonna be, it's been cool. This is what I wanted to do last year with the live stream, is take it to the next level rather than just like one. I have two cams on today, just like, why not? Hey, upper cam there, just so, because I notice a lot of times I'm looking forward, I'm reading the chat, so my face will always kind of be facing a camera. I figured with this two cameras set up, like, why not? So you don't always get a side profile of me. I'm always one way or another looking at the other side. I'm on a weird microphone today too. I gave Angie the normal one, so hopefully this one sounds cool. Hopefully it's not distorting. Let me know if the audio sounds okay to y'all. I think it does. I was doing some sound checks before I went live. So okay, I see more people hopping on here. Joseph Bravo and Dijon Ranch, did I get your name right there? Barf. Did I say hi to Groovy Lisa? I can't remember if I did or not. Alan McG, a farmer from Ireland. Wow, a vegan farmer. Alan, just curious. You don't have to be. Like I said, our show's for all sorts of people. Vegan interested, vegetarian, whatever. Whatever your thing is. Cool. I'm glad you say the audio sounds cool there, Graven Babies. Cool. I look better in the small one? I guess so, huh? It's a different angle coming down. I think that's more flattering, having a higher angle. Anyway, I gave you two choices here. You're a bee farmer, Alan. So what had you, just curious, why'd you click on this live stream for? Let us all know why a bee farmer is interested in watching a vegan live stream. Just curious. Like I said, you're more than welcome to stay as long as you're cool and polite and you have every indication of you seem like you are so far. So cool. So yeah, let us know why you are here. Okay, some people like the big shot, like Produce Not Pills, others small shot. So you got your pick here, you guys. I thought it'd be, why not? Usually in the little screen is where I'd have a guest. Since I don't have a guest today, I thought I'd just hook up my other camera. So why not? Yeah, the color's better in the big one for sure. Yeah, this one up here, this top little camera in the corner, that's my old webcam that I was doing my live streams on here for years. So it's not that good. It's this weird old Logitech thing. It's not that great, but it gets the job done. Let's see. Alan would like to see other people's views on the matter. Cool. That's friendly enough. That's cool enough. Hey, Tracy, our moderator here. Thanks for joining, Tracy. Hope not to confuse you. There's two of me today. I'm just feeling a little split personality as well. Let's see, Alan, if curious, I don't want to put you on the spot. Alan claims to be a bee farmer from Ireland, and he's being really, friendly thus far. If you have any questions for me, if you want to even debate a little bit, that's totally cool. I mean, you don't have to, anything like that. But hey, Jim Walsh, how's it going? But if you have any questions, Alan, now's the time. If you ever want to ask a vegan something live, now is your opportunity. Let's see. Hey, Sean, good to see you and the Cope family. Cool. I'll give you a shout out. I know sometimes you ask for a shout out, I don't see it, or I'm just busy doing something. So shout out to the Cope family if you guys are all watching there. Walt Roberts asked, was that the real Spherigen, or the last live stream I did with Dr. Avi? People, I don't know. People said it's not. I assume he's probably like blocked on our channel, so it's probably like someone posing to be him. Kika wants to know, do I supplement any DHA, EPA? Yeah. I haven't for years, but as you guys know, when I started, what was it? When I got super serious early last year on my slam dunking quest, you guys know I was trying to slam dunk at age 50, actually a little after 50, 51. I was really serious about getting my strength gain. So not to turn this into a paid commercial, but you asked about supplements, and I was getting it for the longest time, still am, from this stuff here. Let me flip on my web browser here. You guys see this? It's you guys have probably seen the stories about duckweed, how it has, no one knew it had bioavailable B12, actually 3 forms of bioavailable B12. So I did a few videos about that because I've been taking this stuff before that discovery came out. Because these guys, Clean Machine, they met me at SoCal Veg Fest a couple years back, gave me a sample. I just put it, I said, sure, I wasn't too interested at the time. Anyway, I love it. It has DHA, so you have your omega-3s in the form of DHA. So if you're into this, let me put a link to it here because you can get a discount. I forgot, it's 10 or 20%. So anyway, let me put a link in the chat here. Here's the link. And use code Happy Vegan, and you get a discount. And check it out. I use this almost every day, seriously, even days when I don't really do any lifting, because it's a whole food plant. It's not really an isolate supplement. It's just a nutrient rich plant that happens to have a lot of good things in it. So check it out. Yeah, there's the one. Duckweed is like the ultimate superfood. I hate to use that word because so many woo-woo charlatans use the word superfoods, and I don't like to consider what we're doing as a superfood diet, but it really is an amazing plant. It has a lot of really great nutrients in there. So yeah, I just kind of look at that as kind of like, one of the ways I'm getting, I make sure I get some omega-3s daily, because before that I wouldn't always put flax seeds into my oatmeal or my smoothies. I'm kind of lazy and I forget. So anyway. Okay, anyway, what else, you guys? Do I really eat bananas every day? Yes, the one above all. I really do, unless there's a few exceptions. Like sometimes like Angie will make us a big bunch of oatmeal, or we go camping and I make oatmeal. Or as like right now, I've had trouble, with the, supermarket food supply situation, having consistently finding bananas every day. So some days I'll have fewer. Instead of having like 8 or 9, I'll have like 4 or 5 and maybe make a small oatmeal or something like that. But yeah, if everything's working out right, yeah, I do enjoy having bananas every day, in case you're wondering. Okay, the Vegan Zombie just got on live too. Gosh, he goes on live every night, man. I can't, either Vegan Gains is on or Zombie's on. It's tough, huh? Anyway, I don't think he'll want to end his live stream immediately to come on this one. You can ask him if you want, but let me entertain Alan's question here. Alan says he's a farmer from Ireland, and he's just curious, what's my reasons for becoming vegan? No, it's a very good question. Even before, I went vegan almost 10 years ago. And before I went vegan, I tried going vegetarian like 10 years before that. And back then, 10 years before that, I was living at home. It was kind of hard to do. But yeah, now as a full-on adult, in 2010, I just wanted to go vegan for the same reason I wanted to go vegetarian way back then. It was because tell me what you think about this, guys. And I'll put this to you, Alan, as well. To me, just put it like this. If you have 2 paths you can go down, one is to eat a diet where no animals need to die in order for you to live. And that's the vegan one. And then the other one is a diet where animals do need to die, or do die. They don't need to, but your dietary choices require that animals die in order for you to live. So for me, it was just like a no-brainer. If I could choose the path where animals don't need to die, because inherently I love animals. I don't like seeing them harmed, let alone killed. So that was kind of the reasoning for me, and it's just more than just like a logical, intellectual reasoning. It was like I had a very spiritual resonance too, knowing, gee, animals, these beautiful creatures. I don't want them to die for me. If I can not only live but thrive, be healthy, not just get by, but just like be a thriving human, a healthy human. Happy, healthy vegan, so that was the original motivation, so that animals didn't need to die in order for me to live. And the longer I stayed vegan, I learned more and more about why veganism is such a win, such as like, say, environmentally, health-wise, you're at lower risk of dying of the leading causes of death, like say heart disease, diabetes, stroke, the most common forms of cancer, than if you're on a non-vegan diet, if you're eating animal products. So the longer I stayed, the more I saw it's a win-win-win. It's probably more than a triple win. So I see no reason that I'll ever want to not be vegan. You're never going to see me making one of these I quit vegan videos unless it's April Fool's. I'm still surprised how many people thought I was being serious on the April Fool's video. I ended up just like taking it down because people just didn't get it, So anyway, that's it. And there's a lot more to it than that, but that's it in a nutshell. Yeah, people said Vegan Zombie's on, so you guys are going to have to take your pick, if you want to see Zombie. Happy's vegan. You're choosing me over Zombie with all his beautiful locks of hair and everything. Let's see, how come Dr. Avi hasn't made any pro-vegan diet videos? You're going to ask Dr. Avi that. I can speculate. I know he likes to distinguish himself as an ethical vegan. That's why he's vegan. And that's right. That's why I went vegan too in the first place, was for the ethical, moral reasons that animals don't need to die in order for us to live. So I think he likes to separate himself as an ethical vegan. And he understands that vegan diets are healthy, that they put you at lower risk for the leading causes of death and other benefits as well. But I don't know, you're going to have to ask him. Let's see. So Alan asks, well, if they weren't farmed, they wouldn't exist in the first case. Example, cows. Well, cows are already here, so we can't go back in time. We can't change the past. I can't change what I was doing 20 years ago dietary-wise. I can't change what my grandparents and their grandparents are doing. Let's talk about now. Yeah, right. I mean, cows right now wouldn't go extinct. There would be fewer of them bred, but the thing is, why right now are we breeding, and this is a true number, look this up, 70 billion animals annually into existence in order to put them in a life of a horrible life where they live a short life and die a brutal death so that people can eat them. So, I mean, if you're truly worried about cows going extinct, I mean, I'm sure some people will still have cows. They just wouldn't be raised for food. But the thing is, you wouldn't need to breed 70 billion farm animals a year. There would just be no point. Not to say if you didn't do that, they would be extinct or you'd never see them again. We just don't need to breed 70 billion farm animals annually for people to needlessly eat. Again, why do we need to do that? Why do we need to use the enormous resources of growing all the food, all the water, to feed 70 billion animals? Couldn't we just better utilize those resources to feed humans? We already grow enough food to feed, I forgot what the numbers are. I've seen it be argued maybe 12 billion people, 15 billion people. The bottom line is we have more than enough food to feed all the humans on this planet and then some, but the problem is we're feeding 70 billion farm animals. And if we just you see I'm getting at it there. I don't need to reiterate my point there, but yeah, that's, I could keep going on about that. Let's see. So what else are y'all asking about here? Let's see, John, you said you're in a situation where you need to explain veganism to a healthcare pro. It's very frustrating because you feel it takes the focus off resolving personal issues. Can you relate what to do? A healthcare professional. I mean, what is there to them to not understand? I mean, do they believe that it's unhealthy, like it's deficient? Because show them the position of the American Dietetics Association or the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, where they say vegan diets are healthful and adequate for all people in all phases of life, from prenatal to old age, appropriate for athletes and all that. So ask them what their concern is. Maybe they just don't like it on a moral grounds, like they don't see anything wrong with killing animals, or they don't want to switch, but there's nothing wrong health-wise. I mentioned the health reasons because you said you want to talk to a healthcare worker. So ask them, why are they against it? Are they just lazy, they don't like it, or they think it's unhealthy? Figure out what the crux of the problem is what I'm saying, and then address it, because there's no way to argue against a vegan diet. I mean, you can, but they ultimately fail, because a vegan diet, like I said, is a win. Let's see. What was that you're going to make there, Lisa? You're going to make some kind of Disney dish here. Let's see. You're going to make a Rontolis wrap video this weekend. Cool. Yeah, we can't go to Disneyland. You know, it sucks. You know, all the SoCal with the SoCal passes. You know, so it's kind of it's so many days. Like, you know, with like a sunny day like today or yesterday. It's been really rainy here for the past month, guys. Like really cloudy. We've had like record rain. We've had more rain in Southern California than Northern California, who are in a drought condition right now. And Southern California's up. But bottom line is, yeah, it's kind of like, oh, bummer. We can't. You know, all these things. Yeah, I know how you guys are all feeling. Like anything that you guys are used to doing, that we're all used to doing. You know, you just can't really do them right now. Kika, what do I think about centrists? Like, centrists what, Kika? Elaborate a little more. Let's see. You're not sure about America, but you've never seen a cattle abused or being brought to a bad end. Well, I would dispute that. You could talk to someone like Joey Carbstrong, who has actually worked in slaughterhouses, I assume in the United Kingdom, and he'll tell you otherwise. But let's see like this. Let's go with your argument there, Alan, that again, Alan says he's a beef farmer from Ireland. Let's say that the cattle that you're talking about are raised in princely conditions. They're bathed and adorned in gold. You know, anything you can say. Just they're treated like beauty, like princes. Still, they're raised to have a short life and be killed. So, I mean, I don't know how that makes it any more ethical or moral. That if you treat a sentient being really, really nice, but then kill it, it's somehow better. It's not, because they are like us. They are beings that want to live. That's what the life force gives all sentient beings, a desire to live. You avoid being hunted by humans or other predatory animals. They want to live. So I'm not sure why that makes it any better. I'm not saying I'm advocating for animals to be treated horribly before they're killed, but treating them really nice and special before they're killed has other moral problems too. That's like killing a friend or something. And I've heard of people having these problems when they raise, like, you know, they think they're going to raise a pig for bacon. It becomes like the family pet. Then they feel it's like time now to kill it because that was their intention, to raise it for bacon. Then they can't even eat it because they feel so ashamed. So I'm not sure how treating an animal great before you kill it makes it any morally better. In some ways, it makes it even more twisted in my mind. All right, so why two cameras? The concerned mom. Because I thought it'd be kind of fun. Why not? Because in the little camera, that's the space I usually would have a guest on. But I figured a lot of times I'm looking forward this direction, and then sometimes I'm looking in this direction. So I thought no matter what direction I'm, looking towards, you're always going to have a head-on view of me. I don't want people to always have to look at a weird side profile because I'm turning the wrong direction. I don't know if I'll do this every time, but I just felt like being creative and fun tonight. And Lyand Peterson, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your name right. Yeah, it's a great point. There's so many ways to argue against animal agriculture, but yeah, Lyand brings up the great point. Let me read your quote there. Animal agriculture equals high possibilities of zoonotic diseases. Those are diseases that transfer from animals to humans, like pretty much every pandemic that's occurred in the past, 100 years, going back to the 1918 pandemic, SARS, MERS, H1N1, H5N1, all these, and the current one, these are originating in animals. So why, if we're not doing animal agriculture, eating animals, raising animals, killing animals, the likelihood of these zoonotic diseases, becoming, problems like they are now for so many people, for all of us, the chance, the likelihood goes down exponentially. So another reason why we don't need to eat dead animals. We don't need to eat live. We just don't need to eat animals. I said it's not good for our environment. The animals don't want to die. We don't need to kill 70 billion animals annually. we just eat plants. So, and then now there's the increased risk of pandemics like this becoming more and more frequent. So I still don't see the win for, yes, we must eat animals. I still don't see any reason, any rational reason justifying why we need to continue animal agriculture. If there is one, please share it with me. Yeah, you can't see me twice. What are my favorite vegetables? Let's see. Oh man, like just today I made khichdi, which is in cubic car baby. Let me see if I can find it here for you. It's I made a pot. It's still on the stove right now. I had a little bowl before I came on, and I'll have more with Angie when she is ready. So here's our khichdi from cubic car baby. You see there's some carrots there. There's some celery, some cauliflower. Let's see. Some what are those things called? Oh man, having a mind blank right now. I put in something I normally don't put in there. Brussels sprouts, yeah. Cabbage, all sorts of veggies going. I mean, I don't know if those are all my favorite veggies necessarily. I should mention too, Cubic Car Baby, the ebook of Cubic Car Baby. Right now, we are going to keep that at half price. $6.50 for the duration of the pandemic. So if you're trying to learn how to cook right now because you're forced to, because you're home all the time and you can't go out any places, half off, $6.50 for the duration of the pandemic. For the ebook, not the print book. We have like 11 copies now, 10 or 11 copies of the print book. But I'll put the link down here if you're interested. Like I said, for the duration of the pandemic, we want to help people. Alan McGee here, I know he wants to go vegan, or else he wouldn't be watching this. Let's see, Alan, it's a business at the end of the day. Okay, well, slavery was a business. War is a business. I mean, just because something can be a profitable enterprise doesn't justify it in any way, shape, or form. I mean, you got to give me a better argument than that. I mean, plant agriculture is a business too. I mean, I think you're saying that people make their livelihoods off it. I'll just try to strengthen your argument. People make their livelihoods off this, off animal agriculture, and I see so many farms pivoting to plant agriculture. Dairy farmers start becoming plant-based cheese producers. So I mean, you can pivot, and some industries are just immoral, just like the slavery business. I'm sure was a great economic boom for many peoples and nations, but is also oppressive and immoral for many other peoples and nations. So yeah, that's not the greatest justification that it's a business. And some businesses just are no longer needed. Like say the typewriter business, there's not that many companies making typewriters. Stick shift cars, cars with manual transmissions, I saw now have a market share of less than electric cars. They're on, I mean, just life changed, but there's a forward momentum to history. Let's see. Our first super chat tip of the day. Thank you, Bradasso, vegan tac Kovacs for the win. Altered carbon reference. I'm not sure what that means exactly, Berdasa, but thanks so much. And look over on Twitter. And I've actually been a lot more active on Twitter since this whole pandemic started. It was one of my goals to learn how to use Twitter better. I mean, I've been a Twitter member since like 2008 or something. Just didn't use it much. But anyway, there's a shout out for you there on Twitter. Thanking you for your super chat tip. It's Happy Healthy Vegan or at Ryan Lum. Anyway, I run the Twitter. Angie runs the Instagram, which is also Happy Healthy Vegan. So follow us there, guys. Let's see. I see Tracy answering some questions that plants have protein and plenty of it. Yeah, I didn't see the question. Who you're responding to, Virginia. Yeah, I'm sure. I wish I could see her question there. Plants have plenty of protein. Yeah, watch the Game Changers documentary. Have you heard about it? That film, that documentary. James Lightning Wilkes, former wrestler and fighter. He's the host, the documentarian of sorts. Yeah, interviewing world-class athletes, and they don't eat anything but plants. And same me. I'm 52 years old, been vegan almost 10 years now. And I'm pretty friggin' athletic. I used to run all the time. I still run, but I've been slam dunking, playing basketball up until this whole pandemic thing ended. I'm getting by without eating all this, crazy, protein. I'm just getting all the proteins coming from plants, getting a little bit extra in, as I mentioned earlier, getting a little extra in my Clean Machine green protein, but yeah, I did fine for many years without that. I just want to get a little extra because I changed my athletic focus from being a lean endurance machine to getting a little more strength. Concerned mom, my banana supply is almost back to normal. Almost. Yeah, we've been getting lucky. Our friends today, I think they're it's Brandon and girlfriend's name. Yeah, God, I'm having a mind blank right now. But yeah, tattooed vegan. Just search for tattooed vegan. Yeah, they came by and gave us some bananas. They got some at the market for us, and some toilet paper too. Actually, they heard about our toilet paper situation. Fortunately, Tracy, our moderator here, sent us some toilet paper a month ago. And then today, some other friends of ours from the vegan world helped us out there. So thanks, guys, for keeping us cool. Yeah, a lot of people say, how about a bidet? You should get a bidet. Yes, we have a bidet. We've had one since 2012, I believe. But I like to point out, toilet paper, not to get too personal or technical, is useful for other things, like cleaning up after, say, number one, blowing your nose, because we don't keep Kleenex here. Even cleaning up like cat barf when they barf near the toilet. So it has other uses as well. Swanee, who's my special guest? Can you see? I'm my special guest today there. See, there I am up in the corner right there. That's the special guest. Yeah, but bidets are cool. Yeah, I'm not sponsored by any bidet companies, but I love my bidet. I love that thing. I don't like to travel because there's not a bidet where I go. That's why I bring a little perineum squirter, just to get some bidet action going on. Not to get too personal here or anything like that. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, the one above all. Where'd our friend from Ireland go? Our farmer. Yeah, there's more problems with having factory farming though. Let's read the one above all's comment here. Please tell people about the future antibiotic resistance superbug pandemic that will occur from factory farming. A total of 3 billion people are estimated to die. Well, I didn't know it was estimated that high, but yeah. I don't know what it's like in Ireland, but in many countries, United States included, farm animals are routinely given antibiotics to prevent them from getting ill and infections. And in fact, I don't think most people know that the majority of the world's antibiotics are go to animals, to not just your pets or anything. I'm talking about like livestock, farm animals, and it's breeding antibiotic resistance, meaning the antibiotics become less and less effective as they evolve, as the bacteria evolve. So anyway, the point is, yeah, when we humans will need them, the antibiotics that we're given will not be as effective as they should be and might eventually become not effective. So more reason to end animal agriculture. I mean, we're just setting ourselves up so many ways to destroy ourselves. I mean, I've been talking about climate change ever since we started our channel, basically. How animal agriculture is the number one source of greenhouse gas emissions. It's the number one reason for habitat loss. It's the number one source of Amazon rainforest destruction, and go on. We're just killing, and the United Nations is telling the world that they need to either vegan or plant-based if they have any hope of fighting climate change. There's pandemics that can come from zoonotic diseases like the one we're experiencing now. There's pandemics that can come from antibiotic resistance. I mean, there's so many reasons why we need to stop eating animals and eat vegan, eat plant-based. I'm not sure why people are still holding on. I mean, if someone were to tell you that the things that you are doing right now, individually and collectively, are destroying the planet in so many ways, it seems like people would do something about it. And finally, we're forced to right now, but we're not really forced to change our diets. But anyway, let's get back to the question here. All right, cool. I'm glad, Alan, that's been outlawed in the EU, but unfortunately, antibiotic resistance, like the coronavirus, they don't understand borders. So if one country or large portion of the world is not following what you guys are doing there, still the antibiotic resistance that's happening here will happen anywhere. So it's unfortunate, but that's how it works out. So I'm glad you guys are, as you say, I'm not going to fact check, I'll take your word out, are doing good on that one count there. But just because you guys are doesn't mean it's going to be effective on a global scale. What's the best place to buy face masks at the moment in the USA? There's so many people, like small companies popping up. Like the city of Long Beach made this separate website. We live in Long Beach here, where they show, like, I think there's small companies making face masks, small people. I have friends that are making face masks. I'm trying to find some from, if you can see my guitars here, I use straps from a company, not all mine, but most of my straps are from a company called Couch Guitar Straps. They're just a few miles away from us here in Signal Hill. It's like 2 miles from here maybe. And they're a vegan-run company. The owner's vegan, all the straps are vegan, and they're making face masks. So I'm trying to order them. They run out every day. Then you have to wake up early in the morning and try to order them on their website. I went running. I came back too late today to do that. Anyway, I'm going to try to get some from Couch Guitar Straps, not to give my source away, because I'm trying to get one. But yeah, I want to plug them. They're local and cool, so check them out. Yeah, they're a vegan company making a face mask in a very vegan way. Everything in there is vegan. And couchguitarstraps.com, all their straps. And check it out. If you play guitar, you can get some vegan straps. Bums me out when I see people get a new guitar and they get a leather strap. Like, oh, really? Like, why? Why do you need to have a dead animal to hold your guitar on your back? Yeah, you can make your own straps too, of course, Izzy. Yeah, not everyone has all this stuff. But yeah, you can pull out a scarf if you have to, or a t-shirt or something like that. Happy's Vegan. We've got ears on Instagram. We've got ears on Instagram is making really cute Disney print masks. I was wondering this, Lisa. What do you think? If Disney wants to have any hope of reopening anytime, like say this year, they're gonna have to. I'm not sure how social distancing will work at a club. At a place like Disneyland. But they're going to have to, have people's faces protected so they don't cough on others and infect others. What do you think? What do you think it would be like if they offered cool Disney face masks, like themed ones? You have Mickey Mouse, Winnie the Pooh face masks, some Stormtrooper face masks. I think people would dig that. I don't think people would be too excited to walk around Disney with just a surgical looking mask. But if you have some kind of cool Disney looking mask, I think that would be really fun. I wouldn't mind wearing a Chewbacca face mask. Who knows? That could be really cool. Let's see. What Tracy do? You made your own face mask out of some thick Japanese indigo cotton that you had in your fabric stash. Yeah, if you guys are, have the materials and are, handy, go for it. So yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try to order one from Couch Guitar Straps. I have a few masks here that I had for housework, sanding masks. I don't have that many. I think 5 or 6 or something like that. They're not a good long-term solution because they're disposable. So I'm gonna try to get one I can just wear when I want to just go out and do something around town. Like go to the market or something like that. What do you think, Lisa? You think they might sell masks? I'm thinking they should actually, Disney not only sell masks, they should actually give you masks, They want people to, cover their faces. They should encourage people by, when they come in the park, they get a mask, one mask of their choice, and then they could buy the other ones if they see some other cooler ones. But they should at least give them some kind of cool mask, and maybe sell the fancier ones. Like if you really want a cool Winnie the Pooh one, maybe that'll be a few bucks. But they should give you some kind of cool Disney mask at the very least. Peter, you just bought our ebook? Like right now? I didn't get a notification, but cool. Thanks, Peter. I'm surprised you didn't have it already. Cool. Yeah, again, our ebook, guys. Do I have it right here? Let's see. Oops, wrong tab here. Our ebook. In case you're joining us, we're going to keep the ebook at half off, 50% off for the duration of this pandemic. See right here, $6.50 Well, it's normally double that, so we're going to keep it down because I know a lot of you guys are looking for, learn. A lot of you guys don't know how to make food that well. I'm not that great at food too. I just follow what Angie wrote in Keep It Car Baby. I'll put the link down here so you can get our ebook if you like. Half off for the duration of the pandemic. However, if that's 3 months, 3 years, I don't care what it is. We're going to keep it there for that duration. Let's see. Graven Babies. Your husband was joking around saying he should wear his Darth Vader mask to the grocery store. That's probably not a bad idea. I assume that would prevent aerosoling a cough or a sneeze or something like that. So why not, huh? Why not? I would wear a Darth Vader mask, especially if Disneyland were to reopen. I would totally wear a Darth Vader mask. Let's see. What's up, Johnny? You'll be heading out. I see you guys in a few months. I must have missed what you're talking about there, Johnny. Let me know what that's all about. Let's see. Borneo. Miriam, you're in Borneo. Wow. Please let us know what's going on Borneo right now. I can't imagine, how pandemic life is affecting Borneo. Are you guys quarantining, staying at home? Are businesses open as normal or kind of not normal? What's going on? Darth Vegan. I've heard different theories about that. I mean, yeah, N95 is the best, prevents the smallest things from entering and exiting. But I heard in general, though, if you just have something blocking your cough, your sneezes, so they don't project out like 10, 20 feet or whatever, that's better. There's good, better, best, and, absolutely nothing is the worst. So even just like a t-shirt over your mouth or face is something. So yeah, I wouldn't say N95 or bust. It's not like that. Yeah, it's the best, but there's not that many N95 masks or filters you can find right now, and the medical workers desperately need them. So if you don't have that, yeah, improvise something that just prevents your coughs from just spreading unimpeded out to all people and passerbys. Let's see. So Miriam in Borneo, complete lockdown. Just the essentials. Wow, it's the same here. Wow, okay. Thanks for sharing that. Let's see. I haven't seen our Irish farmer for a while. Have you left, or are you maybe didn't like the answer to the questions, or maybe just it's late. I understand it's not the earliest time of the day in Ireland. Assuming that's where he's really at. You slide a coffee filter in your homemade mask? Yeah, why not? It'll stop a little more or something. Why not? Shave my head? Running to myself? Shave my head? No. I don't want to look like Joe Rogan or anything like that. No. I'm going to keep my hair. I'm sure, if Joe could have hair, he would have hair too. And we're both the same age. We're both born in 1967. So, I know what it's like. If you got hair, you might as well keep it. Not to say, it's bad to be bald or anything. I'm just saying, most guys are like, oh man, my hair's falling out. Awesome, I'd be bummed if my hair started falling out all of a sudden. Let's see. Authentically Kennedy. Thoughts on this vaccine? Angie mentioned Bill Gates' Instagram comment section. Wow, I think I hope you're not setting me up for anything. But first of all, there is no vaccine. I know a vaccine is they're attempting to develop a vaccine for coronavirus, but right now, as we know, there is not one. So there's not this vaccine. I know there's many people working on one all across the world. For all we know, there might not ever be a vaccine that offers any real long-term protection against it. We don't know at this point. So that's the thing. I'm just following this from the way I follow veganism, the way I follow science. I just follow what is happening, what's known, what's being done on the research front, and that's what's going on right now. People are developing one, and even if they were to find one that works, that's 12 to 18 months out. But like I said, there's no guarantee. Hopefully, it'll figure something out. What do I think about a pedophile ring in Hollywood? What are you talking about? Is there some new news happening, or is this a conspiracy theory? I've not heard of that. How'd you hear this? A pedophile ring? I don't know. I mean, of course. What do you think? I'm gonna say, yeah, it's awesome. I mean, if there is one, that's horrible. Chef's Father, thank you. You are our second super chat tip of the day, Chef's Father. And like I said earlier, I'm really using Twitter a lot more now. That's one thing I've learned during the pandemic is how to use Twitter better. So follow me there, at Ryan Lum or Happy Healthy Vegan. And Chef's Father, you'll see a shout out there on our Twitter thanking you for your super chat tip there. So let me see your question. Am I against medicine or go only all natural? I mean, I'm not against medicine, yet at the same time, I don't really take much medicine because I'm healthy. I'm on like no medications. I'm not abstaining from medications that doctors want to give me. I just don't need any, which my doctors tell me is really, really rare for a person my age, over the age of 50. Usually they're on several medications. Let alone having really great blood tests. So I'm just saying I'm, good health. I don't need medications. If I were to need a medication, I would research it. And if I found it were the right one, it's trade-offs, the pluses and minuses, the side effects are worth it, I would take it. It was a life-saving thing. So I'm not against medicine, but I'm, the goal, and not all of us can do this. I know I'm lucky, I'm privileged, but the goal is to, be in a good state of health, so that you don't need one. But yeah, if I needed to, I would take one. If I had to go surgery, I would let them knock me out, whatever needed to be done, But the goal is to not get yourself to that point. So I'm not the kind of person that says, oh, I eat the healthiest diet in the world, which I don't ever claim. I never make any boasts like that. I just eat a healthy diet, and it's having healthy effects on me. And yeah, that's where I stand on that. But yeah, if you're sick, take medicine. Listen to what your doctors are saying. That said, I know how many in the profession are really just prone to overprescribe, so I'd be very cautious of that. I remember one time when I got a blood test last year, it was in the middle of winter, my vitamin D level was a little bit below 30, which is like the minimum of the reference range. It was like 28.9. And they wanted to give me a vitamin D supplement. Nothing wrong with that, but I said, I'm just going to get more sun. And sure enough, I got the blood test later on in the spring or summer, and my vitamin D levels were back high again. So anyway, Augustine, I think you're our third super chat tip of the day there. Again, look on our Twitter, at Ryan Lum, Happy Healthy Vegan. You'll see a shout out for you. See, what's your question here? Epstein, Weinstein, R. Kelly, Cosby are all connected in the elite Hollywood pedophile ring. Trump is investigated now. Many more involved. All right, I will check this out. It sounds pretty out there, but okay. Thanks for bringing that to my attention, Augustine. I haven't looked at the news at all. I'll see if it's hitting the news or not. Opinion on flu vaccines. I'm not a medical doctor, so I don't want to give you any advice on flu vaccines or anything like that. I'm not going to say, yes, you should get some, or no, you shouldn't get some. I'll tell you what I personally do. I personally haven't had a flu shot in well over a decade, long before we started our YouTube channel, before I went fully vegan. I don't think I've had the flu maybe once since then, and it's never been that big of a flu, just laying in bed for a few days, that kind of thing. However, if I were at high risk, like my mom, who's over 80, has several conditions, pre-existing conditions, for someone like that, yeah, I would say you're probably, want to protect yourself as much as you can. That said, I'm not even sure if she's getting flu shots. I should actually ask her that next time I talk to her. I hadn't thought to ask her that recently. So I personally don't take them. But yeah, if you're at high risk, you should consider it. If you like getting shots, go for it. But yeah, they're not my thing. They're typically not vegan, for one. But I've read how That's going to be a thing of the past, how they're usually grown in some kind of egg method, which is really slow and expensive. It takes a lot of time to develop, like, a billion vaccines. I was reading how they're growing them in plants now. Like tobacco companies are using plants to produce vaccines through the plants. The plants are producing them, which is way quicker and less expensive than eggs making them. So at least they might solve the vegan problem. Okay, am I going to take the coronavirus vaccine? Like I said, we don't even know if there will be a coronavirus vaccine. So far as I know, there's not one for SARS or MERS or the common cold, which is a form of it. So we'll see where we're at when that comes to be. Even if there were one, it's at least like 12 to 18 months away. The Dicto podcast talk about raw veganism. I hope you're not trying to set me up here. How cooking kills half our nutrients, pros and cons. Do you follow John Rose? First of all, cooking does not kill half our nutrients. It's different for different foods. Some might be half, but doesn't mean for all foods half are cooked. Dr. Greger has talked about this before too. I mean, here's the thing. If cooking truly killed all or half of the nutrients, then how the hell are people still alive that aren't raw? I mean, people are not only still alive, they're thriving. They're healthy, like myself. 9.5 years vegan. Check out my blood tests. I put them up here every 12 to 18 months. Full transparency, so you guys can see where I'm at. Remember, I'm 52 years old. So no, you don't need to eat raw. And here's the thing about raw. I know a lot of raw people think it's like a contest, and I'm going to paraphrase it, but like he who who intakes the most vitamins and nutrients wins, or something like that. Like say, like I'm already getting like say 300% of my RDA for vitamin C. So if I were to be raw, it might be 350%. It doesn't really make much of a difference. As long as you're getting what you need, if you get 10 times that, it doesn't really make you 10 times healthier. There's diminishing returns. You just pee it out. So please show me research that says like half the nutrients are destroyed when you cook them. You might lose some, like Dr. Greger showed that, if you eat 5 or 4 raw florets and like you lose like 20% of the nutrients, just eat a 5th one. It's not going to be bad for you to eat 5 pieces of broccoli as opposed to 4. Like, what's the harm in eating an extra piece of broccoli? Really, tell me, how is that like bad for your health? Eat a 5th broccoli rather than just eating at 4. So anyway, but yeah, you don't need to be raw to be healthy. And anyone who tells you that is lying to you. Seriously, anyone who tells you need to be raw to be healthy or to avoid disease or to achieve optimal health or what have you is lying to you. They're trying to sell you some philosophy that they can cash in on somehow, because I'm telling you, how can I be any healthier than I am right now? My doctors are amazed when they see me. My blood tests don't lie. Let's see. But yeah, like I said, I have nothing against eating raw food. As you guys know, I'm eating bananas all the time. I prefer to have like 8, 9 bananas in my smoothie every morning. So I'm starting my mornings off raw. I'm putting those bananas in, then I put some fruit on top, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, cherries in the summertime. I eat a lot more raw food than a lot of raw foodists do, I like to say, because a lot of raw foodists are fasting. I start off my day like, 900, 1,000 calories of raw food. So it's not like I'm, telling you don't eat fruit or anything like that. It's bad. I'm saying no, eat fruit, but what is wrong with legumes? Have you shown me any studies that legumes decrease your life? No, in fact, legumes are associated with longevity. So why exclude food groups that are perfectly healthy for you? That's what angers me about some of these raw gurus. You mentioned John Rose. They demonize perfectly healthy foods that have no. There's no science showing that they're bad for you. It will take a day or a second off of our lives. Yeah, Graven babies, I'm with you there. Beans, potatoes, I love them so much. And you shouldn't have to give them up. They're healthy. There's no study that says a potato is going to give you heart disease or a potato is going to give you any disease. It just doesn't exist. So anyway, hopefully I answered your raw question there. I'm not dissing raw, but I'm dissing people who sell you that you have to eat 100% raw in order to be healthy, and it's just pure nonsense. what's my opinion of one meal a day? You capitalize that, one meal a day. I didn't know it was a thing to be capitalized. I mean, if you eat one meal a day, if that floats your boat, that's cool. Doesn't work out for me and my lifestyle. I mean, I'm a big dude, 6'4.5". I'm active physically. I'm active mentally, thinking all the time. I need to, feel up. So yeah, if it works for you, cool. But I'd rather not do any kind of intermittent fasting. What do I think of David Avocado Wolf? I think we've made a video about him before, Peter. You should check out our channel. We reviewed David Wolf and superfoods, and I think it's pretty funny. The octave of the sun and all that stuff, Let's see. Thoughts on breatharians? Do you really need to ask me what I think of breatharians? I mean, you just can take a guess, all right? Hey, Roots Like a Tree, how's it going? Let's see. The Dicto Podcast. Have I done a juice fast? Talk about biophotons. I have no idea what a biophoton is. I know a photon is like the smallest quanta of light. I'm not sure what a biophoton is. Is that what breatharians do? They believe there's some kind of biologically absorbable light photon. I've not heard of that. I'm pretty well read in quantum physics. I've never heard of such a particle. If there is one, please share it with me. Let's see. Where are you going to get there at Whole Foods, Lisa? You're going to Whole Foods tomorrow. I'm planning on looking for new Miyoko's. Oh, I didn't know there is a new Miyoko's. Miyoko's, makes vegan butters and cheeses and like that. Mainly cheese. That's what they're known for. And they're really good. Kind of oily and expensive. We don't have them that often, but when we do, we appreciate it. Haven't had it Miyoko's in maybe a year, to be honest with you. Except for maybe their butter. I think we got some butter during the holidays last November. Angie. Yeah, Angie's Tracy, if you're 5'7", Angie is about 5'4". Why do you ask? Somewhere in that. Let's see. So it's that Dicto Podcast. Biophotons, light energy found in raw food due to the sun. Okay, and what about them? Do they do anything special? Let me know this, Dicto Podcast. How is eating how I do? A lot of raw food early in the day, then I'll eat whatever I want, vegan, whole food wise later on. How is that going to take a day off of my life? How is eating a potato or some steamed broccoli or some boiled legumes, how is that going to cause disease in me or others? How's that going to take a day or a second off of my life? Please let me know. All right, let me know. And then preferably if you can let me know the science behind it, not just something like John Rose said or whatever. So anyway, let's see. What's that, Molly? You had a duties interaction? What is a duties interaction? You shared a Dr. Clapper talk from last year from a vegan campout. Your friend refuses his claims and said people she knows are thriving on a meat diet. I mean, depends what you consider thriving. The point is, veganism is a moral philosophy. So if they see nothing wrong with killing animals, it might be hard to convince them to go vegan, And then thriving, I would ask your friends that outwardly they might appear healthy, they might seem strong or vibrant or whatever, but it'd be cool to look at their blood tests. That's why me and so many other vegans put our blood tests up for all to see. Good or bad, we put our blood tests up, see what their cholesterol levels are like, see what their hemoglobin A1C, which is a test to predict diabetes. Check all these levels out. Mine are up there for all to see. Let's see. Yeah, Peter. Yeah, I mean, if you eat something all burnt with acrylamide, yeah, that's known to not be healthy for you. But I mean, yeah, I want a raw food to tell me if you steam or boil a potato, how does that make it harmful? In fact, you can't eat them raw. They're pretty much not bioavailable in their raw form. They need to be heated to soften them so you can eat them and absorb the nutrients. I mean, how is steaming broccoli, how is steaming a potato going to cause any damage health-wise? How will that take a second off of my life or cause disease? That's what I want to know. Why did I go raw in the first place? I don't know if I would ever consider myself raw, but I did experiment. I did try it. I went vegan in 2010, and I was still kind of finding my way. It wasn't like it is now, like on YouTube, social media. It was, the information was a lot more scarce than it is now. So we did a lot of experimenting in our early days as vegans. And when I first went vegan, I was eating more of the processed meat stuff. Like, they didn't have Beyond Meat like they do now. Just weird things you may not have seen before. Maybe stuff from like China, like they have like weird soy or something, mock meats and stuff like that. And probably Morningstar Farm ones, at least the vegan ones that existed. But anyway, yeah, I thought, well, okay, let's try raw. Let's see what that's all about. Tried it out, and I realized, okay, I see what it's about. We tried it for maybe 8, 9 months, 10 months tops. And okay, I see what it's about. I feel really hungry all the time, even though I'm eating like a freak. I'm eating all day, munching all day. And it's a lot of trouble to always have perfectly or near perfectly ripe fruit or just raw food ready to go 24/7. And if you want to make gourmet raw dishes like Angie was making, they're really work and time intensive. It's just a whole lifestyle. It consumed all of our time, basically. I'm going, what is wrong with eating a freaking potato? What's wrong with eating some rice? So I, eat some rice later on or some potatoes. I feel awesome. It doesn't make, like a lot of raw food gurus say, oh, it'll make you feel tired or sluggish or late. Oh, I feel great. I felt just as good. I could get everything done that I could if I was eating all raw. I go, what's the point of being all raw? I didn't feel any better. In fact, I probably felt a little worse. And it just seemed like there's nothing to it. And then once I saw there's no science supporting the claims of raw food, I go, screw it. I'm going to go with the evidence-based diet. The evidence says whole food plants for the win. Let's see. Let's see. Shakotan. Wait till you try a photon burger with vegan blue cheese. Yeah, I wonder if they'll ever make photon burgers out of the photons in the fruit. I mean, if these photons are in the fruit, are first of all, what are they called? I mean, if it's a real thing, here I'm just asking you. I'm not being a jerk here, but if it is a real thing, these photons in raw food, they're a thing, meaning we can look at them, they could be analyzed. What is the real name that like scientists, people, nutritionists in the field, what do they refer to these photon molecules or atoms in the raw food? So I'll do some Googling on it. I want to know what the real name of this photon thing is. Because I said, you just can't make stuff up in 2020. Everything, that's anything that has a physical property is known, and there's studies behind it. So what is this photon thing? I just want to know. Where are May and Angie on the political spectrum? Well, I consider myself kind of like Andrew Yang, sort of apolitical. I consider myself kind of like what Plato wrote about. He wrote about, if you read any of his, if you're a fan of ancient Greek philosophy, he wrote about the philosopher king. Instead of having the typical ruler, it's not much has changed in 2,500 years. They still had, the same kind of windbag, corrupt politicians then as they do now. And he was bummed on it and really wished that a philosopher could rule using rational thinking rather than political, just blind political party affiliation. So that's what I see myself as. I see myself as a rational thinker. I go where the truth lies, like with dietary evidence, with evidence about climate change, evidence about origins of pandemics. I go where I'm not held to any political belief system. That being said, right now, the way that the political systems are in the United States, I hardly ever find anything, especially right now, coming from the right side of the spectrum to resonate as truthful to me right now. It hasn't always been the case, but right now things are just so out of balance. So you can call me whatever you want, but I just consider myself a rational person. Sophis eat a lot of photon. Maybe they do. Yeah, look up Sophis if you guys don't know what that is. Those are people that they try to use rational thought, not to arrive at truth, but to persuade and influence people. And that's kind of what's happening right now in this world. People are just trying to persuade you towards their goals. Yeah, I'm not dissing Bernie at all. I just like to use use Andrew Yang as an example. You know, his slogan, math, make America think hard, you know, that, and he uses numbers, evidence to arrive at his conclusions. They're all based in science, in fact, and that's pretty rare in politics, modern politics especially. So that's why I like to use him as an example of what Plato was talking about, a philosopher king of sorts. What do I think, Fabula, of Freely's new video about the virus? I haven't watched a Freely video in a long time, maybe since 2015 or 16 maybe. I can't even imagine what she's saying. Is she like one of those people denying the virus, or just telling people that they need to like lose weight and not have diabetes or stuff like that? I mean, I'm just taking a guess there. If that's what she's saying, that's fine and dandy. I agree. People should try to be healthy, but not everyone is. Not everyone can. You know, it's too late for my mom. She's 82, and you know, I can't get her like off her meds. I can't get her to like lose weight and just be fit and healthy and like right now immediately. So I mean, it's great in principle, but it doesn't work out for everyone. Let's see, Roots Like a Tree. What gym's being closed and no more basketball? What do I do for exercise? I'm having a lot of fun right now with exercise, Roots Like a Tree. Yeah, I kind of wonder when I will be able to play basketball with people again. I was at a park the other day just hanging out yesterday, and I saw that some like people that didn't know what they're doing, they weren't good at all. They were like shooting baskets. They looked like a family maybe. So I'm going, maybe one day I'll go shoot some baskets or something like that. Yeah, I'm doing everything. Like today I went running. Yesterday I did some yoga, stretching in this room. I made a video last week. Check it out. You know, how I was exercising in a day. And then I was doing other exercises here. I was doing some isometric body weight exercises like push-up holds, stuff like that, squats. Every day is something different. I have some barbells here I do work with. So I'm doing lots of different stuff right now. My body feels good. And I'm kind of actually glad in a weird way. I was forced to stop playing basketball and lifting at the gym. You know, I think my body really was asking for a timeout, and I'm so driven to accomplish my athletic goals that it's really hard to do. You know, so I'm kind of glad. Some of my bits of my body I feel like need rest. You know, I was tweaking my ankles. I think my body was saying, hey, it's time to chill out. So yeah, I'm just doing a little bit of everything. Yeah. Tomorrow I'll probably do some upper body workout in here. I'll probably do some curls, some push-ups, maybe some more isometric work. And I'm working on my core more too. At the gym I was like too busy to work on the core, so I'm doing more core strength work too. So I'm just working on everything right now. I feel really good. Let's see. What's my favorite record back there? Oh man, I don't know. That's too hard to ask. I don't know. Maybe Pink Floyd's "Wish You Were Here." Maybe the Cocteau Twins' "Love's Easy Tears." I don't know. I got a lot, you know. Don, what are you asking the Hey Ryan? Are you going to do the double each time? The double cameras. Oh, I don't know. I just thought I would. So that way, when I'm looking forward, because right now when I'm looking forward, I'm looking at the chat right now. So I want to make sure you're not always just getting a side angle. I mean, this, I can look this way too on the big camera, and you can get a head on. So I just thought, why not? I don't have a guest on tonight. I can just do this, with whatever you want to call it. It's the two screens. Haven't been playing much video games, Amazing Caleb. I downloaded Google what's that, Stadia, where you can like stream games over the internet. They have like their premium service for free for 2 months, I guess because COVID. the free games weren't all that exciting. I wasn't too excited about them. So yeah, I haven't been playing much in the way. I haven't had really a lot of extra time, to be honest with you. My lifestyle hasn't changed all that much. I know for some of you guys, your lives have changed radically, you know, but we've been like practicing for quarantine and lockdown, me and Angie. This is what our lifestyle kind of is, sadly, you know. We just kind of like work at home and we're here all the time. Then we just go out and do little things, you know. We're just not doing as many of those little things away from home now. But anyway, let's see. Oh man, some odd questions here. Oh man. Okay, I see some people like Sergio have heard of the Cocteau twins. Running into myself. Great question. I get this all the time. Like, yeah, why do unhealthy people feel the need to tell me that being vegan isn't healthy? I know. Did you see that post I made on my Facebook yesterday? Like, you know, I'm just like kind of like amused that you have a lot of people like so concerned that like 5G towers are gonna like ruin their health. Yet these same people are eating, you know, bacon, you know, a group 1 carcinogen, you know, eggs, you know, a food that even the USDA doesn't allow recipients of the egg board funds to advertise as being healthy, and smoking. You know, someone could eat at McDonald's 3 meals a day and, you know, they think they're doing fine, but if they hear someone has given up all animal products, oh my god, you know, you're healthy and gonna die. It doesn't make any sense, you know. It's mind-blowing, the mental gymnastics to, or just the ignorance, one of the two, to think like that. Yeah, Mike the Vegan shaved his beard. I didn't watch that video yet. I saw it come out a couple days. I didn't bother to click it yet. Should I watch it? I mean, I don't know. I love Mike and all. I don't know if I need to see him shave his beard or not. I don't know. What do you think? 40-year-old vegan. What are my thoughts on infighting in the industry? What are you talking about there, 40-year-old vegan? Which industry are you referring to? And like, what infighting? Sorry, not the industry, the movement. I mean, there's always going to be disagreement in any movement. You know, I mean, if you're a 40-year-old vegan, you've seen life happen, right? You've seen groups and movements of different kinds, vegan and other kinds. You know, there's always going to be disagreement, as long as it doesn't become nasty. You know, I mean, disagreement can be healthy. You know, sometimes someone's wrong and they need to be told, or maybe there's a better way of doing things or what have you. But if it becomes nasty and mean-spirited, that's a whole nother thing. Hopefully it won't get like that. Where do you get your protein is what they ask. Yeah, that's what they ask. Say, newsflash, guys, look at this camera. All plants have protein. Yeah, let me say that again. All plants have protein. So let's let them know all plants have protein. In fact, vegans and vegetarians have not been found to be protein deficient or anything of the sort. So, that's not a problem. And if they are super concerned about protein, I don't know why. Are these like world-class athletes that are like telling you not to be vegan? Just tell them, if you really want to, you can eat some, just pack your meals with lentils and legumes, and you know, you can take some Lentine, that Clean Machine protein if you really, there's full plant-based sources of extreme protein if you want them, but you don't have to have them. Adam Eve, why 2 cameras? Someone with the name Adam Eve asked why there's 2, because so you can see me when I look that way, and you can see me when I look that way, because I tend to look this way, straight on a lot, to read the comments. So I'm figuring I'm ignoring you guys, or maybe half the time. So now I'm never ignoring you guys. You get your protein from the air. Oh, you're getting the biophoton version of protein there, it sounds like. Hopefully you've been watching long enough tonight to know what I'm talking about. We were talking about biophotons earlier. Let's see. They ask you, do you eat only salads? Like, salads are great, especially if they're vegan, but no, you don't eat only salads. If so, you would only get maybe like 500 calories a day, you know, like, no, Let's see. Dr. Furman advises against the white potato if it's a whole food. I don't know what Dr. Furman's position is. Does he advise against all people eating or not eating white potatoes, or just his heart patients? Or, you know, the diet for someone who's had a heart attack, a cardiac event, and is at high risk of dying from a further cardiac event, yeah, should eat a little more cautiously than, say, others. So there might be a reason for that. Like say Dr. Esselstyn, his high carb, low fat vegan diet is zero oil, none whatsoever. A lot of vegans would find that a bit shocking, but these again are people who are on death's door and they need to do some extremely clean eating. But let's see, Molly Furzer, can you ask me a question? Can you ask Ryan too? If you want to ask me a question, just ask. I might not see it immediately. Just ask it, copy and paste it, whatever. I will see it further on. Let's see, running to yourself. You have a photon salad once a week. That's it. That would probably be the limit on a photon salad for sure. Yeah, you don't want to have too many photon salads in a week, man. Last time I'd had more than one photon salad in a week, I was like glowing, like this bright, kind of slimy green neon for the whole time. It's crazy. Oh yeah, Molly, you're talking about Andrew Spudfit, right? The Australian man who only ate potatoes for a year and became healthier. Yeah. There's a good example of a what's that called? An elimination diet. People say, I'm on a carnivore diet because it's an elimination diet. Well, you could choose to do it with a plant food as well, which Andrew did, and he did just fine on it. He got his blood tested the whole time, monitored by health professionals. And yeah, he did fine on that. He said he probably wouldn't have done it for a whole year if he didn't have to, but he already committed to it. But yeah, he did fine. Nothing bad happened. Just, it's kind of boring to eat the same thing every day. I haven't seen Gary Yourofsky's comeback. Sergio, I'll look for what he has to say. I mean, yeah, it seems like now would be a good time for him to come back and say something, huh? Oh, I see, Molly. You want to ask Ryan too something. Yeah, because there are two of me right now. They're just looking like that. There's one me, but I'm always looking at you. So if I'm reading your comments, I'm looking at you. Or if I'm talking into camera A, I'm looking at you. So it's just to be polite. So you're not always getting a side view, or half the time getting a side view of me. Let's see. So, what else you guys want to talk about? What else you guys want to talk about here? Let me get some more water here. Now's a good time to ask a question if I haven't seen it, because I do not catch everything. Wujeta, what'd you miss? I don't think you missed too much. It's been pretty chill. I don't think you've had any trolls tonight. What's going on, Tracy? Have there been no trolls tonight, Tracy? Or you just been banning them before I can see their stuff? Because yeah, it's been really chill, shockingly chill tonight. Maybe the trolls know not to come here anymore because, of our policy, our zero troll toleration, at least zero hater toleration. Sometimes if a troll's amusing, I'll play with them for a little bit. But anyway. Oh yeah, Chef's Father, would I ever collaborate with Hench Herbivore? Yeah, Tracy got me his email address. I would like to have him as a guest on a live stream for sure. Thanks for reminding me. I need to get in contact with him. I haven't reached out to him yet, but maybe I'll do that soon. I'll see what Paul's up to and get him on a live stream. That would be cool. Yeah, I would love to get Hench Herbivore on for sure. Let's see, Roots Like a Tree. You made the mango black bean tacos from Angie's book and loved them. Oh man, making me hungry. I'm glad I have some kitchery, which is also in Angie's book, ready to go on the stove right now. Cooked it already. It just needs to be heated up. Am I going to vote third party? No. No, absolutely not. No, I believe we need to remove our current leader. You don't need me to say why. I'd vote for a paper bag right now. I'd vote for a piece of poop right now. We just need to get this dude out of office right now. So no, I'm not going to waste my vote on a third party. That said, in California, it probably won't matter. That's what's happened in the past. I've voted third party in the past because I knew California was already going to not vote for someone like that. So anyway, this time I'm going to make my vote loud and clear. No, not another 4 years of this craziness. Let's see. Adam Eve. You didn't realize how awesome our channel is? Well, cool. Thanks for your super chat tip there, Adam. I appreciate it. Again, check out Twitter, which I've been doing a lot more work on now. Not work, but just activity on. Check out our Twitter. It's at Ryan Lum or Happy Healthy Vegan. And you'll see a shout out thanking you there for your super chat tip. So thanks. Yeah, our channel is awesome. Okay, Tracy, not much in the way of trolls tonight. Yeah, maybe they just know. Maybe the word's out. You can't like F with Happy Healthy Vegans live streams, you know. Often there's two moderators on, plus me, and sometimes Angie too moderating from another computer. So it's pretty, we have a wall here that's pretty impenetrable. Vote piece of poop 22. Seriously, I would vote for a paper bag right now as our leader. Seriously. Just want anyone but him. I don't care. Well, not anyone, but pretty much anyone. Angie. Yeah, Angie's in the other room. I hear her doing voiceovers right now. She's making a vlog. It'll probably be out tomorrow or the next day. Maybe. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure where she's at, but I think she's close. No, if she's doing her voiceovers now, that means there's more editing. So it'll probably be the day after tomorrow. Anyway, I'm hoping when she's done, she'll come in here and check, because that means she's filming right now. She has her makeup on and, will feel comfortable coming on camera. Yeah, I would vote for Pedro right now. I'd vote for Napoleon Dynamite right now. Seriously. Oh, really, Adam? You like our misophonia alerts? That's the term. Is that the official term for people who are, I don't know if the right trigger is the right word, but respond psychologically in a negative way to certain vocal sounds, like of eating, or maybe a misophonia alert. Get ready, something like this. Maybe something like that, So when we're eating food that makes that kind of, sound, that pattern, whatever, we try to give warnings to you guys. Yeah, I'll totally get in touch with the Hinge Herbivore. My bad. I've just been doing a lot of stuff, so I'll get in touch with Hinge Herbivore. I was kind of last week just gearing up for the interview I did with Dr. Avi, so now I got to figure out who my next guest will be. So yeah, it's quite possible it could be Hinge Herbivore. Thoughts on the So Young controversy? I don't know what that is. Tiger King. I'm not going to watch it. I've seen it popping up in the media. It sounds like a bunch of animal abuse, so not going to watch it. Do I love bass or bass, Bujetta? I like bass. I like bass guitar. I like bass as far as part of being the sonic spectrum. Not into bass. The girl who eats sea creatures alive? There's a person that does that? Gross. Well, of course, what do you think I'm going to think of that? That's gross. That's disgusting. Alyssa, great question. What do I think the most effective form of vegan activism is? That's it's called a begged question. Sometimes you hear it as a loaded question. It assumes there is a single most effective form of vegan activism. And I actually don't believe there is. I believe we need all kinds of vegan activists out there. Like, say, for instance, say if any of you guys follow, Dr. Garth Davis on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. He's the guy that wrote Proteinaholic. And yeah, he is one of the few plant-based doctors who identifies himself as vegan. So he believes in the moral, morality of veganism. And we need people like him who are medical doctors telling people how unhealthy their plant-based diets are, and unhealthy their non-plant-based diets are. Their animal product-based diets. And he talks about the ethics of it too. And he talks about the environmental implications of it all too. We need people like Joey Carbstrong out in the street, Gary Yourofsky making the world's greatest speech. People like me making YouTube videos. Discussing, all sorts of issues. I talk about, animal rights. I talk about environmentalism. I talk about health. I talk about anything relating to veganism. We need people to do their own, whatever works for them as far as activism. There's not one right way to do it. There isn't one right way to do it. Anyone who says so is conceited. Seriously, there's not one right way to do it. Talking about Garth Davis being jacked, he's not that jacked. I mean, he's not like, say, like Brian Turner, who I had on my live stream. There's a kind of vegan activist too. He's into the morality, the ethics of veganism. Yet he's a great vegan activist because, you know, younger guys that look up to these, you know, dudes that are jacked, they think you have to be like a meat eater like Joe Rogan to be jacked like that. No, just look at Brian Turner, look at Nehemiah Delgado. There's, you know, they're doing activism in a whole different way, you know. Yeah, Brian May from Queen, the guitarist. Yeah, he's getting a lot of press attention right now, talking about how coming out of this coronavirus situation, which we're not out of yet by any stretch, we need to be looking at going vegan so this doesn't happen again. And it's really good for the environment too, and animals don't need to die. But yeah, there's all sorts of ways of because what does activism mean? It means raising awareness of veganism to the masses, to the public. And there's not one right way to do it. Like, say, like the people that are really into, like, say, like attracted to, like, you know, Anonymous for the Voices type stuff, you know, street activism. A lot of people respond to that in the public, but others might not. They might not give a crap about the animals, sad to say. So when they hear an environmental vegan activist talk, that might resonate with people. I've seen people go vegan recently because they see what is happening to our environment and know that they got to do something, right? Some people go vegan because of their health, and they later on learn about the environmental and the ethical implications. So there's not one right way to do it because not everyone is the same. People react to different things differently. Do we know how many vegans have been infected by the virus? Well, there's different things. Infect is one thing, and then develop like the full-blown COVID-19, which gets you in the hospital, is a whole nother thing. I would say the amount of people that have actually probably, contracted the virus and have maybe antibodies now is probably the same as the general population, whatever that would be, 1 to 5% of, I think I saw maybe 5% on the high end of the human population has got the COVID virus in some shape or form. So probably vegans would fit in that same percentage. They probably, most of them, like most non-vegans, didn't get super sick, maybe had 0 symptoms. Let's see. Molly, let's see what you're doing there. You're sharing more photos and videos of your dinner on Facebook. Yeah, see, that's how we got started with vegan activism. Actually, we were just like, still are musicians. And instead of just posting on our Love Spirals social media stuff about music, we'd show some tasty meals Angie was making that happened to be vegan. A lot of people would be asking questions about it. A lot of people would leave comments about it. That kind of got us started into what we're doing now. So that's a definitely valid form of activism. People are following your social media for one reason, and they see these delicious meals that don't have any meat or dairy or eggs. And, that's outreach. That shows people, wow, vegan food is awesome. I thought it was just salads, So that is a form of activism. Why do any videos on Frank Tufano? Why? Vegan Gains has that whole thing taken care of. They have a thing. Let Richard make his videos about him. I couldn't make anything better than that. And why I wouldn't even bother. I don't, Tufano's life doesn't really interest me all that much. But yeah, let Vegan Gains keep doing that. Okay, yeah, where you recommend there, Tracy? I haven't seen that yet. Fiona Oakes' documentary, Running for Good. Where can that be seen at, Tracy? Is that like on Netflix? I don't recall coming across that. Maybe it's on YouTube? Let us know. When are we going to start selling a Happy Healthy Vegan mask? I don't know. I don't think we're going to get any masks printed up. Sergio wants to know, what's my favorite guitar pedal? Huh. Oh, man. I don't know. Probably my 80s Boss Dimension pedal. Probably the digital Dimension, not the analog one. That one's worth more, but my digital Dimension C, I think it's called back there. That's probably my favorite one. It's kind of like this weird pinkish purple pedal. Can't get them anymore. Like I said, it's from the 80s, but I've kept it the whole time, so I must say something about it. Angry Vegan, do I think there will be a more lethal pandemic within a decade? I don't want to put any time frame, but it's just a question. It's a matter of time. There could be another one next year. There could be another one next decade or the one after that. But yeah, the odds are there could be one way more lethal, because what's so bad about COVID-19, as I understand it, is that its mortality rate, okay, it's worse than the flus, but it's a lot lower than say MERS or something. So I guess, when I look at it like that, it's lucky in that regard, but what makes it so bad, it's so easy to transmit. You're most contagious, from what I understand, before you even show symptoms, and some people never even show any real symptoms. So it's super, super easy to transmit. That's why you can't even really compare it to the flu, because the transmittability of the flu is on a whole lower scale than what's happening with COVID-19. So this one transmits like crazy, and little more, but then since it's affecting more people, it's a percentage, it's a math equation, if you will. That's how you can calculate how many people will pass on from this. So the numbers could be higher. I mean, we should be thankful it's not even worse than what it is. Not to say what's going on right now is good or anything like that, but it could be a lot worse. Let's see. Will I begin to attend vigils in our city when the quarantine is over? I don't know what life is going to really look like when the quarantine is over, to be honest with you. I have no idea what's going to happen, what public gatherings will be like, what life will be like. We will see. We're going to, take it, day by day. Ooh, yeah, I would like a good funk pedal. Yeah, I would like to have an envelope generator. So if anyone has an envelope generator pedal for me, that would be cool. I saw that Keeley just made one. He called it like Jerry Garcia in a pedal, basically. You get that like Shakedown Street thing. Yeah, John Mayer's got his envelope generator pedals. I would love to have a cool. I have a digital simulation of it in Logic. I've used a few times on some of our records. But yeah, I would like to get something like that. That'd be cool. What's my favorite sweet treat? Oh man, maybe some like vegan ice cream or something like that. Eat more plants. What do you want to see you cook? You got the best vegan recipes on YouTube? I don't know. I think Angie's recipes are pretty good, but I don't know. Let's see. Zach Plunkett. Are we having to go to the post office to mail out our ebooks and stuff like that? I have packages to mail out, and it doesn't feel right to go right now. No, you don't have to do that. Go to you can request that the post office comes to you. I'm not sure to tell you how to do that. I think you can just sign up on the post office's website. I happen to have be a member of Stamps.com. I got it through my shipping software, which is called ShipStation. Stamps.com owns that. So I just go to Stamps.com and request that the post office comes here for a pickup. I just let them know when I have some. In fact, I'm mailing some stuff out like tomorrow. I just put my request in before I came on here with you guys. So if anyone wants to buy something right now, we have a few t-shirts left, a few copies of Keep It Car Baby. I think 10 or 11 copies of the print book, which I'm sorry, we can't offer these at half price like we're doing with the ebook. But if you want to order something, I'll pack it up tonight. It'll go out tomorrow. But yeah, that's what I do. Just request that the post office comes and picks it up. And it works pretty much all the time. Maybe like 1 out of every 20 times they forget or something happens. But yeah, it saves. I've been doing that even before this whole quarantine. So yeah, try that out if you guys are into like e-commerce and you're fulfilling orders from home and you don't want to go to the post office. You don't have to. You don't have to go. In fact, I just prefer not to go. It takes a lot of time to get all the stuff together, put it in the car or the bike, whatever, get down there and get back. I'd just rather have them come. Just put it outside in the morning and they come and pick it up. Roots like a tree. That is pretty funny to consider going to the bank and asking for money with a mask on. But yeah, I haven't been to the bank yet since this whole thing really got going. But yeah, I'm going to have to go soon. I got some music related checks last month to deposit. I won't wait too long. So yeah, I'll probably go next month. I think you have 90 days really to deposit a check. If someone knows better, let me know down there. But I thought within 90 days, you're really safe as far as being able to deposit a check. Speaking of checks, I checked my direct deposit this morning and afternoon. I didn't see any, the stimulus $1,200 or whatever hit my bank account yet. So In fact, I'm not really seeing anyone. So I went to their website, that IRS site. I'm getting that same error that everyone else is. So I don't know what to make of it. Will I get it tomorrow? Is it not coming? It will be really delayed. I don't know. Have you got your stimulus check or not? I guess that'd be a good question right now. Let's see who got it. Who received, if in the United States, who got their stimulus direct deposit today? Because I definitely qualify for that. Yeah, Peter, I heard about the Canadian government being more generous than ours, and then being really quick. 2 days, $2,000. Awesome. Okay, you got yours to John Rants. Wow. You got yours a couple days ago, Angry Vegan? Wow. Man, you got yours yesterday. Man, so I'm getting concerned. I haven't got mine yet because I kind of need it. I need to being like a person with multiple streams of income, I can't really do my income taxes on my own. I have to every year for like the past 20 years plus. I've worked with I need to work with a professional accountant to prepare all my taxes, and I got to pair. I need that stimulus check to pair. Let's see, Lisa, did I get a happiest weekend on earth? Did I get a tax refund in 2018 or 19? For 18, no. For 2019, yes, I will get a refund. The thing is, my accountant just filed it on Monday electronically, so they should have my direct deposit information anyway from previous years when I've gotten refunds. Let's see, you owe it on your taxes, so you won't get it as a direct deposit, but rather a check in the mail because they don't have your recent direct deposit info. Maybe that'll happen to me because I haven't got a refund for the past. I don't know. I have to look, but it hasn't. I didn't get one in 2018. I didn't get one in 2017. I will get one this year. I overpaid in my estimated taxes this year, so. We'll see what happens, huh? But, I paid that on Monday. I don't know if that information is going to get over to them quick enough for this check, so maybe I'll get the check. We'll see what's going on. Hopefully they don't forget about me. And Angie. You haven't got yours yet? 3D jaw? You haven't been stimulated yet? Yes, we all need that stimulation. And hopefully this isn't the only one. I see other countries, they promise to help out their citizens for multiple months, so hopefully they're not thinking here in this country 1 month is enough, because it's not. It's definitely not enough. Your 3 daughters got them? Man, you got yours? You got yours. Wow. Okay. Oh, yeah, Tracy, yeah. A lot of people are getting screwed in the stimulus package. Like 18-year-olds, like the government's requiring that you worked a certain amount. So if you're just getting out of school and you didn't work, you're not getting anything. Yet you're not a kid, so you're not getting the $500, So yeah, I don't like how they made so many conditions on it. I like, they should have done just Andrew Yang's UBI concept is everyone gets it, no questions asked, homeless, millionaire, whatever, everyone gets it. And if you don't want it, donate it to a charity. Do whatever you want with it. Everyone's getting theirs. Maybe I'm getting the check then, the one that'll be signed by our so-called president. Oh well. Nope, didn't get the check yet, okay. Madeline, high-risk patient, 1 check isn't enough. It's not enough. I mean, I'm glad it's something. Our country would look pretty lame if it didn't offer any help. And it's going to help the economy. That's the whole thing about it. If they're worried about some kind of a depression, economic collapse, the best thing they can do right now is not bail out, industries, bail out cruise ships or bail out. I know the casinos are wanting to bail out. That's a laugh, bail out the airline industry. Just people are the ones struggling the most right now, and that's going to keep the economy going. If people have money, they'll spend it. I have some things I need to pay off, like I told you. I'm waiting for the money to come. Isn't there another one in the works? Yes, I was reading, I think yesterday, in the House, the Democrats are trying to write one up that'll have a $2,000 payment next time, but who knows how that will end up. It has to go through the Senate and everything. Who knows if they'll try to water it down and have billions or trillions paid out to other corporations, and the us, the people, our amount goes down. I don't know, but hopefully it'll get through $2,000 for each of us. Yeah, I agree with you, Kay. They should give a check monthly. I'm not sure for how long, but for right now, yeah, April for sure. May's around the corner, and even if the common economy were to reopen up like on May 1st, which it might in some states, definitely not here, we're still going to be in trouble. Businesses just don't flip a switch, and employees are ready to go, and products are all in place. It's going to take a while to get things back to normal. And normal, like, will people have the money to do the spending, to go to restaurants and buy things like they did before? It's going to take a while. So yeah, we could really use more than $1,200. Yeah, $2,000 seems really fair, and it seems like it's going to happen for more months than just this one. Yeah, you can't work, right? So what are you supposed to do if you can't work? If they want to think about it, if people weren't getting these stimulus checks, the whole economy would collapse. We need to keep it going. So what about vegan meat? What about elegante persone? What about vegan meat? That's a pretty big question. Like, what about it? What about it? Hurley Owen, a photon salad. We were joking about the photon salad earlier. Let's see. All right, what any other questions here? Let me take a little stretch here. Hitting the hour and a half mark. Got to keep the spine loose, hips moving. This is like something I do in my yoga and my stretching. Let's see. Patty and Pups, you like the dual camera views. Cool. I'm glad you're liking this. Welcome change from the mainstream media. Cool. And we can still talk about current events, but yeah, we're definitely not going to talk about them in the sensationalistic way that the mainstream media does. What party does our chat align with? There is no party, Darth Vegan. I'm sure if you broke it down, we'd have people representing the entire political spectrum, so if people think, oh, veganism, it's a leftist thing or whatever. No, it's everything. I meet conservative vegans all the time, middle of the road vegans, people that are apolitical, don't care about politics whatsoever. It goes all over the place. Sorry to hear that, vegan Portuguese. You lost your 1-month-old kitten? I'm sorry to hear that. Wow. Oh, she's wandering outside. Oh, you lost her in that way. Okay, hopefully you can find her and get her. Oh, Far Out No Doubt. Oh, is that you guys? Jared and I want to know. Oh, I didn't know that was your name there. Far Out No Doubt. Rachel, is that you? Have I found vegan chocolate yet? Yeah. Oh no, you eat that bar. Thanks, Rachel, if you were saving one for us. Thanks. Yeah, we got lucky. Last time we placed an order online, I said, let's order like 4 bars of chocolate and just see what happens. Because I knew they wouldn't get them all. And I think 2 of them came. That was my plan. I didn't want 4. We ordered 4, placing our bets, knowing that some would be not available. So we got 2 from our market order. And then strangely, there was this company that Angie was that was talking to Angie about maybe trying some of their products out, and some of their products were chocolate. And she wrote back to them after a month, said, if you're still interested, send them. They never wrote back to her, so we assumed that it was not going to happen. And as soon as we bought that chocolate, their shipment arrived here too. So we got a lot of chocolate right now. So yeah, eat it up. You and Jared enjoy the vegan chocolate. Thanks for thinking about us. Yeah, you guys, people have just been helping us out. Our friends and viewers have been helping us out. Like Tracy, our moderator, helped us out last month with toilet paper, which we still have not seen anytime we've gone shopping or tried to order online. And just today, our friends, the Tattooed Vegan, Brandon, they brought some toilet paper over for us too. You'll see it in our vlog. I think, yeah, Angie filmed them when they came by, just through the window. We talked through the window, so our friends and viewers have been really helpful for us to find some of these things that we've had trouble with. So we really, really, really appreciate it. Maybe it's the good karma that we're getting, because I'm, helping out my mom as much as I can. I don't want to go over and see her and get her sick or anything like that, but I've been her interface to Instacart, basically. She would never know how to install the Instacart app and set up a profile or her account. So I just have her email me a list of what she wants, and I make the orders for her and do everything that needs to be done to get food sent to her regularly. So hopefully the good karma is coming around here, and it is. Let's see, Walter Roberts. Yes, the photon was nonsense talk. We were just joking with a raw person telling us about the photons in the fruit. Fabla, yeah, toilet paper is really hard. In fact, when our friends got us a toilet paper today, he went to the market in the early afternoon, and he got the last package, the very last one. So it just shows you how tough it is. Let's see, vegan Portuguese. You're wondering if your kitten that's lost outside right now, she might starve to death. Well, hopefully your kitten didn't wander too far. Often they stay in a certain kind of range. Maybe put some food out, and maybe that'll attract your kitten back. Dry food, wet food, whatever you can do to try to get your kitten back in. And maybe a familiar smell like that will get them back. Whatever they're used to smelling, eating, put it out there and try to get them back. Let's see. Share. I heard a lot of people don't believe in COVID-19. What do you tell those people? Well, that's one reason why I had Dr. Avi come on my live stream Sunday to talk about this. It's real. I mean, you just can't fudge the data. Let me see if I can find one of the graphs that Dr. Avi and I were looking at. And a lot of these graphs we were looking at were this is from Sunday. I only put this one up on screen here and show you how serious, how this is irrefutable. There's just nothing to explain. Like this graph here, first of all, the sources of this graph's data are reputable sources. You'll see them in the bottom right corner. And this, on the bottom part of the graph, the green, yellow, purple lines, those are the flu deaths that happened for the past 4 or 5 years. And look, all of a sudden, this red line going straight up, that's COVID-19 deaths. It came out of absolutely nowhere, and it's higher than the gray line up top, which is the total weekly deaths. There's nothing that can explain this. Again, this is New York State. This is not true of all of America. We know New York was the hot spot, the epicenter. So if people say, oh, they're fudging the deaths, they're saying all flus and all deaths are COVID-19. Well, that does not explain this red line. This red line, like the total deaths is what percent? Let's just kind of estimate there, 20% more than it should be right now. So I'm saying there's a lot of misinformation going out there. People say, you need to watch this guy's, let me get back to Chrome here, my right brother. People say, watch this guy's YouTube video. No, I read the science. I look at the actual data. I don't want to see some conspiracy theorist YouTube video. I just like when people tell me you should eat meat, you should watch this guy's YouTube video or something like that. No, I look at the science. I look at what the actual experts in the field are saying, rather than some guy who's not an expert, has no degree, no training, and making some kind of Facebook post. So anyway, that's my opinion on that. It's real, and there's a lot of misinformation out there. Yep, science, Raquel, science. Let's see, Fabla. Yeah, that's why I was asking about Freely's video earlier. She is denying the virus. Yeah, again, if these people like Freely and others who make YouTube videos and think they know what they're talking about can explain some of this data, I would love to hear their explanations for why all of a sudden, why this is happening right now in New York. Why does that red line exist, which is the COVID deaths? It's outnumbering all flu deaths and just total deaths, and then some. There's no way to explain that. It's real. Just because you're not seeing your friends dying, thank God, before you, doesn't mean it's not happening. I think that's what a lot of people think. I'm not seeing it, therefore it's not real. It's the Illuminati or what have you. Let's see, Adam Eve. Well, I see you're trying to do an ad hominem against Avi. You're saying Dr. Avi, he's a debate doctor, like a celebrity type, young, minimal practice, no hard, selfless work during the pandemic that I can see. Well, again, Dr. Avi didn't make that chart. You know, I told people in the debate who are trying to attack me or Dr. Avi, if you want to, me and Dr. Avi could be, you know, have never existed on this planet, never born, and this chart would still exist because the data sources are not from us, like Johns Hopkins Nutrition Center for Health Statistics, Mortality Surveillance System. So you can say whatever you want about Avi or me or whatever. You don't like my hair, you don't like my headphones or what have you, but it's, again, it doesn't matter. We're just talking about it. If you know, the data exists independently of us. If you heard the explanations, you could consider the validity. Well, I'm not sure what you're saying there, Jill, but yeah, if someone can explain that chart to me, how it exists, only the reasonable explanation is that coronavirus is real, or else this wouldn't be happening right now. There's no rational explanation. You can't say they're flu deaths. No, flu deaths are way down there on the very bottom, you know? So I'm saying that there's a lot of data to show that this is real. It's funny, yeah. Freely hates cooked food now, which is I find a little odd because she's the one that, you know, came up with the whole Raw Till 4 situation. I didn't know she made a U-turn back into Raw. She said it's better for us to go out and get the virus. Well, that's her opinion. I want to know what kind of, like, you know, training she has as far as epidemiology. What degrees does she have? How many years has she studied disease? I mean, that's, people can say that, but that's, you know, it could be a horrible situation if like, say, you know, 50% of the United States has that. Just do the math. That'll translate into like 1 to 2 million deaths, depending on what the mortality rate is. So if she's cool with killing 1 to 2 million people, you know, my mom and a lot of your guys' parents would probably be in that count too. And then it's not just old people. Just because they're the most likely to get ill and die doesn't mean people under the age of 40 are exempt by any stretch. Still, you know, about 1% of them. And if you have, you know, if you have 100 million people infected, 1% of that's a pretty big number. Doesn't she live in a jungle? I have no idea where she lives at anymore. You know, I really don't know. Finally, someone in the community talking sense. It's not that hard, condos. Mike the Vegan, Vegan Gains, I'm sure Inch Herbivore, you know, these, Dr. Garth Davis. Again, what do we all have in common? We are evidence-based. We don't go off on woo-woo theories or what have you. We look at the data. I don't care what some guy on Facebook is saying that I went to high school with who thinks he sees through the media's lies or what have you and has no training in nutrition or health or anything like that. You look at the data. Look at what the experts are saying. Don't get all your information from the media. I go and read studies. I read scientific sources to get my information on things. Sure, yeah, I'll see stuff on the news, but that's not my primary source of learning things. Yeah, there you go, Dawn. 2 of your sisters have health problems, and if they get it, they could die. Like I said, my mom has so many. She's over 80, she's overweight, she has high blood pressure, and just about a month and a half ago, right when this whole COVID thing broke out, she was diagnosed with some heart disease and needs some surgery. So she's, you know, we got to keep, that's why I'm not seeing my mom right now. You know, I'm going to stay away from her. I don't want to have her come in contact with as few people as possible right now. Yeah, WB, I saw that what Dr. Oz said about kids going back to school, and he said he's comfortable with like 2 to 3% of the school children dying. That's what he said. I mean, I tried to understand if there's another way to interpret that. He said that's okay, he could live with that or something like that. I was pretty shocked by that. I didn't think he would say something like that. I don't think most parents would be comfortable with sending their kids back to school and knowing that only 97 out of 100 of them would be coming home at the end of the year. That's really not too comforting to tell parents. No true TNT. Drinking the Corona beer will not do anything to help you out health wise. But if you want to drink Corona beer because it makes you feel good or something like that, cool, you know? Would I wear an astronaut suit to protect myself? I don't think that's required, but if you're a health professional working on the front lines, maybe that would be helpful. But you know, I don't think too many of us really need to do that. Let's see, a dietitian, Kika, said at your job that you would have to be downing a bunch of protein powder to gain muscle on a plant-based diet. Huh, that's funny because I know many people that have gained muscle. I gained muscle without taking any protein powders. I just started taking the Clean Machine Green Protein Linting just because I wanted to accelerate the gains, but I was making gains before that. I like to point out to them though, it's like, how about the non-vegans that are gaining muscle? I mean, the guys I see at the gym are, as far as I know, they're taking whey protein and stuff like that. So it's okay for them. And you don't blame the gains on their whey protein or anything like that. That whole argument sucks. Let's see, Roots Like a Tree. Besides YouTube, social media, have we done other types of animal vegan activism? Yeah, for sure. But this, I tell you, everyone should find what their strength is. Yeah, like I've done like, you know, Cubes of Truth and, you know, debated people there. But this is my wheelhouse right here. This is where I feel most comfortable. Some people hate being in front of the camera. Dr. Garth Davis, he shouldn't be at Cubes of Truth. He should be being a doctor as he is and reach people through being a doctor. So everyone's got their own best way that suits what's unique about them, what's strong about them to reach people. That's why I said earlier, there's not one best way to inform people about veganism. I mean, we help in all sorts of ways too. I mean, as far as like we've been promoting vegan events, vegan businesses, vegans, that make, like pop-up places, restaurants for years, So we've been trying to help just grow the vegan movement. That's a form of activism too, to get more people interested in veganism, more people buying and selling vegan foods and going to vegan events. That's one way of being an activist too. But yeah, I like to go out and debate people. I just don't have like a crew to film it and all that stuff. It takes a lot of work when you watch those kinds of videos. Like say Earthling Ed, Joey Carbstrong. You need a crew to really get that right. I don't really have the infrastructure, the people to be my crew. Angie's not going to be my crew. Angie's the talent, She should be in front of the camera, not behind the camera. The Tootsie Slide K. No, I'm not aware what the Tootsie Slide is. Don't know it. All right, so let's see. I've been on for a little bit here. I'll let you guys go pretty soon. Any questions for me while you got me here? Anything you want to ask? I need a vegantourage. That's a good one, Travis. So if you live out here, you can join my vegantourage. But yeah, I don't travel in any kind of entourage or anything like that. Kika, Ryan, show your abs. I've never had well-defined abs. Even when I was really thin and the raw days, when I weighed 170. I weigh 193, 194 now. I never really had defined abs. So no, there's really nothing to show there in the abs. I think I have abdominal strength though. I mean, I can do some, I've been working on my core, like I said, but really you can't see any abs there. I said I've never had, because usually when you get really lean, that's when the abs start poking through. And even at my leanest, it just wasn't happening. So I think it's kind of a genetic thing. Yeah, I'm going to keep my shirt on, Raquel, for sure. Let's see. Did I podcast Michelle Lowe? Never heard of her? No? I'll try to remember her name. I still have a lot of people on my backlog here that I need to contact. Let's see, yeah, Roots Like a Tree. Rachel, yeah, the local farmers markets are happening. I saw the Wednesday one yesterday when I just kind of hung out in the park for a few minutes to get some sunshine. Social distance. I don't think I got closer than like 50 feet to anyone. We're just actively trying to, people are walking towards like, what the fuck, get away from us. So we're trying to walk away, try to maintain giant distance. But yeah, I saw the Wednesday one going on. The Sunday one down at the marina is happening. I'm not sure what they're like now, but we haven't been going is the bottom line. We've just been ordering all our produce online, just trying to stay put right now. My calves are rocking. Yeah, I got big calves, but the whole body's gotten stronger though too. You know, I'm just working on this like overall fitness, which involves strength, which involves flexibility, which involves endurance. I'm just kind of working on it all right now. Not doing that much as far as explosive work. Like I said, just kind of letting the body heal right now. There's no need. I could be working on explosiveness right now, and there'd be no real outlet for me to let that shine since I can't play basketball. So I'm just letting the body recover a little bit. Vegan socialism. What does that exactly entail, Darth Veganism? What would vegan socialism look like? Just kind of curious. Sounds kind of cool. No Angie appearance. Well, like I said, I don't hear her this very moment, but she was recording some visual voiceovers for her vlog, you know, where she like talks to you guys and she'll cut to the footage she filmed yesterday. So if she finishes up with that, which she might, I don't hear her talking right now, she might come. So I don't want to like promise anything, but I told her when you're done, come on in and say hi. So we will see. Let's see, Diana's World 88, my brain is my most attractive characteristic. Well, thank you. I don't think my calves are my most attractive one, but yeah, Trisha, I saw that Santa Cruz is going to be opening the beaches. I hope, you can maintain social distancing. I see actually nothing wrong with surfing during all of this. Just by the nature of surfing, there's social distancing. You just can't like sit right next to each other. You have to have room to flip your boards around, to paddle for waves. So I think surfing's safe, but yeah, parking lots can be a whole nother matter because, you know, people will congregate and hang. I saw they're going to keep some of the major parking lots closed there. Hopefully it works out because I really think people should be able to surf right now. But I see why they close beaches in general because, you know, many of us will be able to maintain social distance, no problem. But then they close it off for those ones who ruin it for the rest of us. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, that's what's happening, I think. So if people can not screw it up in Santa Cruz, I hope so. Let's see, share. Is our cookbook still half price? Yeah, let me see if I still have that up here. Oh, wrong tab. Let me find it here. Keep It Car Baby. Yeah, the ebook of Keep It Car Baby is half price, $6.50. And as I said, we're going to keep it at this half price for the duration of the pandemic. And let me give you a link. Let me get you a link to that here. Post it in the chat, or paste it into the chat, I should say. So here you go. I just pasted it into the chat. If you want to, Keep It Car Baby ebook, half price, and we're going to keep it that way because I know a lot of you guys probably are needing to cook, make more food for yourself now than ever before. And Angie's trying to use this as an opportunity to try to get her next book out, which is going to be even easier. Not to say this stuff's hard, but she's going to do things that she tried to avoid in Keep It Car Baby, like using like canned beans and stuff like that. I think there's one or two recipes that have it, but for the most part, most everything is, whole food stuff. Not to say canned beans are not whole foods. You guys know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Okay, Darth Vegans. Okay, you're telling me about vegan socialism. So you say, just like socialism fights for true equality for all, as a vegan socialist, animals get some equal treatment. Well, that sounds like the platform of the Humane Party, who are, which recruited me to, run for office originally, but they kind of bailed. And guess what happens to those who wait patiently?
Oh, well, Tracy texted me.
Guess what happens to those who wait patiently?
Tracy texted me that you guys were asking about me.
Yeah, we're going to go. So I'm going to go pretty soon.
Oh my God, I look like such a mom right now.
Look who's here, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. I can scoot over a little more,
I need
too.
to be this way.
Yeah. Look.
I was working on my blog, but it seems like, I don't know, I'm doing like 10 million takes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not flowing that easy for some reason.
Bummer. I hate when that happens.
I know. I mean, I'm getting through it. It's just that it's like there's so much stuff to talk about. It's all like complicated. Anyways.
Oh man.
I broke into the Who bar.
Oh, it's just people are asking like Jared and Rachel were on it, and they were asking if we still had chocolate because they got us a chocolate bar, and I said we're cool.
Oh my god, everyone's taking care of me.
I know people are taking care of you.
You guys, everyone's being so nice to
and
me
I
right
said,
now.
yeah, not only did we get lucky when we ordered online last time, because we ordered 4 and they sent us 2, because I knew we weren't getting all 4. I just went to order 1.
Oh wow, they know about all the chocolate.
But I said the
now?
company that wrote to you like on Instagram.
What? You're ruining all my vlog stories.
So I can I have a bit of this?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, cool. Yeah, watch your vlog. It'll probably be out. Probably won't be out tomorrow, huh? The way things are shaping up.
No, it ain't gonna be out tomorrow. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so hopefully,
Sorry. I filmed so much stuff. This is the one we got on our anniversary. Remember?
Oh man, yeah, when we were in Cambria.
Yep, you remember.
Oh man,
so good.
Wow, I forgot how good this was.
It is super good.
Holy crap!
A long time ago, I had one in a Vegan Cuts box, which is why when I saw that in Cambria, I was like, oh yeah, let's get that.
Wow, I don't remember this brand. Who?
Yeah, they also have them at Lord Windsor's, but I try not to get them at Lord Windsor's and try to, try to be chill. But anyways, yeah. So now I'm totally stocked on chocolate and toilet paper, and fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, we're looking pretty good right now.
I can just get back to creating.
Yeah.
No more stressing.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys. I don't know what your guys' days are like, but like for us, a lot of it's like we're not working on our stuff. We're working on like, okay, what food are we out of? How are we gonna find it? So we go on like Instacart or Amazon trying to find our stuff.
It's been stupid.
Yeah, it's been pretty stupid.
Yeah.
And real time waster.
Yeah. See, I'm trying to talk about that on the vlog, but without getting all like
complaining. I
don't want to be complaining, and I don't want to be all like crying. Like I'm just trying to like. It's just been frustrating. Is the word I would use, and a little scary.
This is good, man. So good.
It's so good. I know. I'm not sure if I ate 2 squares or 3 squares already.
I'm not even a huge chocolate freak, but this is really good.
No, you've become a chocolate freak.
Who are these guys, man?
Oh, what does WHO stand for? Is it like, is that really human understanding?
They're from New York.
Like? Yeah.
Who, as in humans.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't
know what the Tootsie Slide is, guys.
Yeah,
Someone keeps asking me.
Kay always asks bizarre questions, and today's no exception. Yeah, condos. Yeah, we've been avoiding the grocery store since maybe about 3 weeks ago or so.
I think longer.
Yeah, some in that time frame.
Well, we were doing the math, which actually that would have been good on a vlog. We were doing the math about when the last time was we
went to a store.
Yeah, like the first time we went to Whole Foods and we realized, oh crap, something's really going on around here.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of stuff was gone, and this was like a month ago. Did you say it was like May 4th?
Yeah, I can tell you right now. May. We're not even
May.
May.
I'm sorry, March 4th.
Let's see. March. Okay. That was the day I felt sick, March 8th. So it was that Thursday. I think March 12th was the last time we went to a market, maybe?
Was that the day we also went out to the
Indian market as well?
Fair? Yeah, but it was before that we knew things were... It would have been the
8th is the day that we sprung forward and I got that parking ticket because I was all not feeling good because I got the chills and stuff.
Oh, it was on a Sunday? Are you sure?
We sprung forward and we went out that day. You always spring forward Saturday night, Sunday morning. Yeah, always.
All right. For some reason, I thought it was either Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, no. You always spring forward at the same time.
It's a blur, you guys. It's a blur. I can't believe you're telling about the parking ticket. A horrible day. It was so horrible. It shall never be spoken of. It was so terrible.
I never get parking tickets either.
No, that's when I knew you were really sick. I was like, oh my God, I didn't realize how sick you were. You can't be driving a car. I actually felt scared.
Yeah.
I was like, we need to get home, and you're staying home and getting better. That's how we started staying home way before everyone else because you were already sick, like you talked about on that one video you made.
How I think I might have had COVID because I had one of the weirdest colds that I can remember. Yeah,
and I never saw you sick for so long.
Yeah,
like not like really really sick, but just sick enough that you weren't like thinking properly and your temperature wasn't regulated and everything.
But still, yeah, not so sick that I was in bed. I was still out doing shit.
Probably, you shouldn't have been. I kept telling him to stop, you guys.
I could have infected people.
Probably I know, but we didn't know anything about COVID at the time. No one was talking about it.
There's no information on how you transmit it in these early stages before you're really sick and how you should wear a mask. No one is talking about that. I was like, babe,
don't go to the gym. You're not. You're like, you should rest up. And you're like, I feel better.
Yeah.
Which apparently is what a lot of people were doing with COVID. We're like, I feel better today. And then a couple days later, I feel sick again. Anyways, so we've been under lock and key for like a month. What were we talking about before that, though?
I forgot. I think we were just talking about chocolate.
Anyways, so that day we couldn't get any toilet paper that day.
Nope.
And so I heard you were already talking about our friends, huh?
Yeah, I'm thinking all our friends were helping us out.
That was gonna be the big reveal of my
I'm sure I got their name right. Who are our friends that helped us out today? Tattooed Vegan? Is that their...
Oh, well, their show, you guys should check out their show. Yeah. It's called Roots Like a Tree.
Oh, that's who's... Oh, man.
Are they on right now?
Yeah, they're on.
Well, okay, it's confusing because Brandon has an account and Jonica has an account, and then they have an account together. So they've got 3 accounts total on Instagram.
Oh, man, they probably think I'm totally stupid right now.
I mean, I'm the Instagram person, so I'm the one to put all the stories together.
Yeah, man.
Plus, we know their real name and then the username, blah, blah, blah.
I'm
Brandon and Jonica.
I feel so stupid now.
It's okay, babe.
Okay.
It's okay. They're my friends.
Oh, man.
Anyways, so they came by and they came through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the vlog is crazy though. So I'm trying to put together the story of like all this stuff happening, like where now everything's different.
I see. Let's see. Lilani said she got tested. She said hi to us, and then she got tested yesterday because she's a healthcare worker.
Oh,
I take matters in my own
matters
in our hands. Your workplace is useless. My own manager didn't send me for testing. Wow.
All right, Kay's asking if I got coronavirus. Speaking of Jonica and Brandon. So you were starting to feel better and we thought you were fine and we didn't know anything about coronavirus.
No.
In fact, I feel bad. I was joking. I'm like, you got, like when I first started to hear coronavirus as a buzzword. I was
getting sick. Maybe you have coronavirus.
I was like, you have coronavirus. And you're like, that's not funny. You shouldn't joke about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're right. I'm sorry. But so we met up with Roots Like a Tree at Meatless Monday. When our friends were doing the ramen special.
Yeah.
And the very next morning I woke up and I was so freaking sick, you guys. I had the worst headache of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I was super sensitive to light and sound.
Very.
I had something really simple for breakfast. Like I had an orange. I think
it was an orange.
Yeah, I was like, babe, could you just give me like an orange? I don't think it was an orange. I think it was a sumo. Could you give me a sumo?
Mm-hmm.
I ate the sumo. It tasted good. But then I had the peel sitting on a plate nearby and I kept smelling it when I was laying there. And then it was making me more and more nauseous. And finally I was like, I'm going to hurl. So I like ran to the bathroom, hurled. I just barfed my guts out. While I'm barfing, guess what else I had to do?
Diarrhea.
Fun times.
And then you're having a gnarly migraine all this whole time.
Yeah, it was like seeing stars, barfing, pooping, and just like so sore and so headachy. And I took like, I didn't take aspirin. I think I forget which one I took because we've got
you barfed it out.
Yeah, we got ibuprofen and the other. Yeah, I barfed it up. I couldn't take any pain medicine, and I just couldn't get comfortable, and I felt like I was gonna die. It was awful.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't eat anything. I couldn't keep down water, nothing. But then the day after that, it cleared up. My head felt better, and I felt generally fine. I felt okay. Maybe my throat felt a little tight. And I kind of was dealing with like a little throat tightness and like just the smallest bit of a runny nose for like maybe a week.
And at first it seemed like it was...
And a lingering small headache.
It lasted a while, and your symptoms are so different from mine, but then later on, as I read in my video, like, symptoms have, like, there's like a family of symptoms. There's not one way that you get coronavirus symptoms. Some people are asking us, yeah, you can have no symptoms, or you just have one symptom, or you can have a whole bunch, you know, it's different, which makes us, you know, like, I'm going, oh man, okay, maybe she didn't have what I had, but it's a good chance she did. Yeah.
I figure if I'm not saying we had it because we can't get tested, but if we had it, I think we got a Disneyland.
Yeah, we probably did.
The most likely place to turn out.
Disneyland. Yeah, I didn't mention that in my video, but I should have mentioned that.
Throw them under the bus,
for the skeptics who thought I couldn't get it. It's like, no, we went to Disneyland a couple times in March, and you know, there's so many international and national travelers there, and you're touching stuff. There's no social distancing as much as we may try there.
Well, yeah, just being hermits,
being, you know, introverts.
Like you're sitting on a ride and you're touching the bar, and you know, you're touching stuff.
So no, yeah,
and we didn't know anything about coronavirus back then.
Yeah, I'm really excited or anticipating to get a antibody test, a serum antibody test, as soon as they're available, and I'll share it with you guys as soon as I find out whether I tested positive for antibodies or not. I just want to know.
Yeah, I know. Man, I really wish we could all get tested for that.
I know. Totally.
But anyway, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe I had it, maybe I didn't. But if that wasn't it, then I sure don't want to get it, you know? Because that was already whatever I had sucked. I just assumed that it was a migraine. Like, I thought it was the worst migraine of my life because I started looking up this, you know how you do. You look up the symptoms.
Yeah.
And I was like, could be a migraine. It's just a migraine.
And then I think it was Dr. Angie, huh? She's the one that made a post that talked about how migraines are strangely one of the symptoms that some people have. We didn't know that at the time. And then I started researching. Yep, that is one. It's not the most common, but, you know, it is one of them. Yeah. So anyway, yeah.
Fun times.
Well, we go back to Disney. We were just talking with, Lisa's been on Happiest Vegan on Earth. We were talking about what it would be like. She liked my idea of Disney, like, you know, giving you, like, you know, themed masks.
Oh, I love that idea too.
Yeah.
I did too.
I think it was a Graven Baby. She said her husband. I think it was her that said her husband has a Darth Vader mask. Should he wear it to the market? I go, hell yeah.
Darth Vader mask. If it covers your nose and mouth.
Yeah, Trisha mentions too. Yeah. Food was weird. A lot of people, like, I forgot what the percentage was. It's not the most common, but taste, smell.
Oh, remember, I wouldn't cook anything for like a week. I was like, nothing sounds good.
That could be it.
It was, in fact, I think that's part of the reason why our groceries were all messed up. Like, I didn't feel like cooking, and you're like, I'll just drive through and get a burrito.
Yeah. Miss those days, man. You just drive through and get a burrito. Just can't do that.
I'll just get a plain green burrito.
Yeah, life probably won't be the same for a while. Kay finally breaks out into like realness here, not joking around. Yeah, but true. Yeah, it's gonna be a while before things are anything resembling March of 2020.
Oh, let's not get depressed.
Trisha had a headache for 3 days. Wow.
Yeah, I had a headache for like a week, which I don't normally have a lot of headaches. I'm usually pretty good.
3D jaw, diarrhea, and barfing at the same time. That's epic.
It was gross. It was so. I was like, which one should I face towards the toilet?
Luckily, your sink and your toilet are right next to each other.
My sink is literally right there, so I'm like spitting. Oh, it's terrible. This guy's never barfed in the whole 20 times I've known him.
I got
20 times, 20 years.
I have a pretty strong
never barfed
constitution.
one time in 20 years.
I have a strong constitution.
I think I need to eat some of that kitchery you made.
Yeah, I'm ready to have a second helping. I'm glad I had a little nib of chocolate, though.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys. It's been crazy. I hope none of you guys are sick.
Thanks, Lanny. Thank you for your super chat tip there. Appreciate that. And again, go to our Twitter @Ryan Happy Healthy Vegan, and you'll see a shout out thanking you. Angie and Ryan, thank you. Love your channel.
Aww.
Thank you.
Aww. You guys, I've had so many nice conversations on Instagram and on my vlogs lately. It reminds me of what I used to love about this channel. It's like when we first started and we had this kind of was like a smaller community, when you've got like 1,000 fans or less, you really get to know everybody. Yeah, viewers, but the early viewers seem like fans because you'd see them again and again. It's not like when you have 60,000 views on a video, you can't say it's 60,000 fans.
No, about 1%. I mean, like 5% are
And you've
haters.
had some million view videos, and certainly they're not all fans.
No, definitely not. Yeah.
I'd like to say we probably have 1,000 to 3,000 fans out there, like the people that come again and again.
What she's saying, our channel is so small still that we can, we know you guys.
I know, it's awesome. I recognize so many names. And so it's cool. I can have maintain relationships. And that's what it was like in the early days. We had all these little relationships we're maintaining. And so while I was making videos, I was like, I could kind of think about some of the people that I knew would watch it. And I'd think about what kinds of things that each of the people liked. And, I could just make random name drops and stuff. And it really felt like, I felt really safe. But then at a certain point, things kind of started changing on YouTube, and the whole way that vegan YouTube was
so much
changed.
Drama and hate. Oh yeah.
God, it got really ugly, and
it wasn't rewarding. It was just come back and just
yeah, all these Order 66ing and people trying to find any little mistake you make in a video to twist it out of proportion.
And a lot of these people are vegans too. Yeah, just so much drama.
Some claim to be, and we wonder.
And then you have the anti-vegans and all that. But it's just so cool. I know what you're saying. Now, the interactions that you're having with people, be a happy, healthy vegan, are positive ones, rather than all the hate or negative. It's how it used to be. And that's what makes it fun. It's not fun when you wake up every day and there's all this hate waiting for you.
No.
That sucks.
Yeah. Or trying to make a video and you're thinking about all the ways that people are going to rip you apart or use it.
Why am I making this for? Because they're just going to hate on it. Yeah.
I don't want to name any of the names, but when you think, is there anything about this video that so-and-so is going to just rip me to shreds and make a hate video, and then that will go viral and then it'll end up in a news report somewhere. I don't need that. So I got really shy about making videos for 2-3 years. Mm-hmm. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but now I think with great help like Tracy, our moderator, and others, weeding those people out, as I encourage her to do. If people are being dicks, we don't want them part of our community. They're not making any of our lives better. In fact, they're making them worse. So just bounce them and go bug some other guy's channel.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for a while I was like, my content's going to be so boring that no one will even bother to come and hate me on it.
Cool. Sean Cope says, we're awesome for real. I got my kids watching. I got family members watching us. Inspires to eat a lot more plants. That's what we do.
That's what I love.
That's our form of activism. Inspiring people to eat more plants. There's so many reasons why we should eat more plants.
Yeah, so many. Aw.
Groovy Lisa kind of dozed off. Look up. If you woke up, Angie's sitting here next to me. That's a good time to wake up.
Why? What time is it there?
I don't know where Groovy Lisa's at.
Anyway, so I just really appreciate all the love you guys have been showing, and just been so nice just to have normal, regular conversations with the people, not a bunch of tit for tat,
fighting or getting defensive. No, that's not how we normally interact with people in real life, you know? So we just want some of that. What we do in real life, we like doing that with you guys. That's, so that's cool. Happy to see more vlogs, says Fabla.
Aww.
And that's what Angie's working on right now, a new vlog.
Know. I've been making a lot of vlogs since I've been in quarantine, but I realize I really need to
work on your book.
I need to get that book out.
Yeah.
I really need to just become it's tough, being a creator. We do everything here. We do all the filming, all the photography, all the website work, all the copywriting, all the promotion, all the music creation, all the editing. We do every single thing. So it's I wish I could keep all those balls in play at all times. But, if I keep doing all of those things I just mentioned, I'm not going to be able to do all the layout and design and all the stuff that I need to do to get the book out. I'm terrible at delegating. I don't delegate. I do it all myself because I'm super DIY. So I might have to stop making vlogs again just to get that book out, and then I'll start the vlog engine back up again.
Groovy Lisa says, "Hi Angie, you're fab. I'm in Los Angeles." We were wondering where Groovy Lisa was.
I mean, some people get sleepy at 10:30.
Because she dozed off and woke up. Look, Angie's here.
Some people do get sleepy at 10:30. We, however, are kind of just waking up at 10:30, I'd say.
Oh, there's a super chat tip from
nice Purple Paint.
Purple Paint. Purple Paint.
Awesome.
Thanks so much, Purple Paint. Let's see what you're asking here. Is there a link between veganism and improved eyesight? I hate wearing my glasses while hoping for a way out that isn't contacts. I wear glasses, so I can speak firsthand, and I've been vegan since 2010, and typically when you're my age, in your 40s, now 50s, when you go to the eye doctor, each time you go, it doesn't improve. It either stays the same or it gets a little bit worse, and that's been my case as a vegan, so I can't say it's gotten better. I will add this one little caveat though. When I went last time, this is like maybe 4 months ago, to get some new contacts for like basketball. I have a whole bunch now. I can't wear them now. But anyway, my eyesight improved a tiny bit. So I know
that's so weird.
I'm not sure what to make of that. So I mean, I'm not a scientific study or anything like that, but I'm not aware of any science that says going vegan improves your eyesight. But I don't know. Wish I had a better answer for you there. But I'm old too, so eyesight doesn't really improve as you age.
Wow, Produce No Pills want to know if I have any good tofu recipes.
Do you?
I haven't cooked with tofu in a couple years, really. I have one amazing tofu scramble recipe that, okay, you guys don't know this, but like before we started Happy Healthy Vegan, for a while I had a vegan recipe website.
Oh yeah.
It was called Angie's Goodies.
Yeah.
I ended up letting that website go. Some of the recipes are up on what was that weird site called?
I don't remember.
Is it?
Well, throw it at me. What do you think?
I was like,
Tumblr?
I want to call it Tumblr. Is that the name of it?
Do you still have a Tumblr account?
I do still have a Tumblr account.
Anyway, what's your tofu recipes?
I was like, Tumblr? What a weird name for a vlog.
What's your tofu recipes?
Nothing. It's just I just have this one tofu scramble recipe that's like, it was really good. And it has onions and garlic, so we wouldn't have it today.
You could take that out, I guess. You used to make a nice tofu scramble.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. With onions and garlic?
No, I haven't made a tofu scramble in a long time. You're thinking of my chickpea scramble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
Yeah. Anyways, but I was thinking the other day, I was like, I should just put this tofu scramble recipe up somewhere else where people can see it again, because you're never going to find it in the depths of the internet.
This is a nice comment from Tyler. First time I'm hearing of you guys, and I like what I see. Subscribing right after this live. Need more positive people like y'all in this world.
Oh, yeah.
You'll
get that.
That's what we try to be. Even when you see me doing a video where I'm like, responding to some kind of anti-vegans comments about veganism, I'm still being positive. I'm not attacking them. I'm just debunking the nonsense that might be coming from them. But yeah, we're positive people. At least that's our goal. We strive to be positive. We don't like to dwell in negativity and hate and those negative emotions. No,
there's enough of those that happen naturally. You don't need to accentuate it.
Aww.
Yeah. Tofu and grits.
Oh, good morning from Denmark. Hey, good dog. Did I say that right?
Yeah. Produce Not Pills noticed that I trimmed my bangs this morning.
Wow. Check that out.
That's so funny.
Sean Cope wants to know, do you really have any printed books? Because I would love one autograph for us. Plan on getting it tomorrow. Here, show them right there. I told you, I think I have 10 or... I
think this is the first run. Here's the second run. I can tell it's more orange.
We have about 10 or 11 left in our room.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, I just packed up 2 today. Because if you order tonight, I will package it up and get it out with tomorrow's mail.
Yeah, I gotta autograph the ones that are out there.
We just have a few left. I'm saying you're cool. You don't have to rush right now. There'll be plenty tonight and tomorrow, but we're running out.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know, you guys. I was trying to think of a new concept for the new book, but I'm thinking, why am I wasting my time thinking of a new concept when this concept works?
As far as the shape and style?
I was like, why don't I just use the same layout? And maybe change some fonts and colors.
What I like most is this spiral bandy thing, so you can flap it open on the kitchen counter.
I was like, what if I made the book this way instead? But I don't know. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Like this design came up because I originally designed this book to be an Apple book, Because I really like the way the Apple books work, the way that you can click through the chapters and all this kind of stuff. But turns out not that many people really care about Apple books. They just want to buy an ebook off your website, or they want to buy a physical book. So anyways, this is just porting the Apple ebook thing into paper with the vegan printer. Helped me figure it all out.
That's his company name.
Yeah,
the vegan
he's
printer.
Literally called the Vegan Printer. And so I just got in touch with the Vegan Printer like a week ago to find out, if their business is still open during the pandemic. He's still operating right now. So he said he could print me more books, so I could get more of these. But I was
we got to put the money into the new book.
It's so expensive to print books, you guys
Thousands.
have no idea. Thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
It's super scary when you spend thousands of dollars. So I was like, if I'm going to spend thousands of dollars on a book, I should do it on the new book.
So we have a few of these left. They're still full price. We can't discount them because it costs so much to press up. But
so much.
I know a lot of you guys need to cook more now than ever before. Yeah. So I'm showing you here we have Keep It Car Baby ebook, the electronic book version, off our website. I'll put the link here in the show chat. And we're going to keep it at half price. That's $6.50. We'll keep it for that half price for the duration of this pandemic to help y'all out.
Yeah, which sounded like it could be quite a long time from what I've been hearing.
And we have a fun person here, Chef Kamzy. Those who live in a third world country, is that you, Chef Kamzy, don't have the privilege to choose what we can eat, especially when you're poor. Well, good thing you're coming here, because let's talk about the cheapest foods that I'm aware of that a person can eat are the foods that we eat every day, almost. Potatoes, legumes, rice. If Chef Cami can tell me what is less expensive than these foods,
beans.
I mean, if you're poor, you're not going out and buying filet mignon or anything like that. You're eating the kind of food we eat. We say we eat peasant food. Yeah, put some vegetables on top of that, hopefully. But yeah, if you can.
Like kale's not super expensive, honestly.
Exactly.
Obviously, like some fruits and vegetables are more expensive than others. I guess mangoes may cost a little bit more than kale, and fresh tomatoes over.
So Chef Kamzy, are you poor in a third world country? And if so, you're telling me you're not able to buy rice, potatoes, or beans? Check this out here.
Yeah, rice, lentils, potatoes.
More this way here. Yeah.
With curry.
There we go. Oops. Look at that. Does that look delicious here? Cheap ingredients, if you put meat in there, it's going to be way more expensive. So I hate that argument. Oh, it's too expensive to be vegan. Like, no.
Why?
People eat vegan food all the time, especially if you don't have a lot of money, because meat's so expensive. Rice, beans, potatoes. And if you want some fruit, bananas are pretty darn cheap. So, Chef Kamzy, you are
potatoes, poor? Green beans, tomatoes.
So what are you eating, Chef Kamzy? Tell us, what do you eat that costs less dollar or whatever money you use per calorie than rice or beans or potatoes? Because there's none.
Rice, mung beans, carrots, cauliflower.
Yeah. Anna's Produce Not Pill says.
Here we go.
Look again.
Kenyan staple right here.
African dish here.
Cornmeal, kale, and just to make it fancy, I added in some tomatoes and bell peppers but that's not even traditional.
You see, these people all across the world that don't have a lot of money are eating plants. So I don't know what Chef Kamzy's talking about.
Dried lentils with spinach, carrots, potatoes. Come on. There's nothing hoity about this at all. So not hoity. Like, the hoitiest thing is probably the avocado, and pretty much everyone all over the world eats avocados. Rice, beans. Avocados and tomatoes.
And he also thinks plants use more land. Now, you know what uses more land?
Not true.
What do you think? What livestock are fed? They're fed grains. Do grains grow in outer space? No, they grow on land. So we already have plenty of land to feed all these animals. 70 billion animals a year. We have enough. We grow enough food. If we didn't feed any of the animals, it could be 12 to 15 billion humans are fed, and there's only 8 on this planet. Why are people going hungry? Because people are eating meat. They're feeding this grain and to animals. So that's a bad argument there. Seriously, if you really are concerned about land use, if you're really concerned about being poor and having access to high quality food that's healthy, vegan is the answer, Chef Ramsey or whatever, Kamzy.
Oh, look at that. Bev Wim, plant-based doc. Yep.
What was she saying?
Yeah, mostly inexpensive, yes. And if we have extra money, we can buy expensive things like berries.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's how we feel. If we're feeling good, we'll buy a few blueberries, sprinkle them on my smoothies or whatever.
Betsy said when she was homeless, she lived on rice.
All right, so
a lot of people live on primarily rice. There's a lot of places that do.
Yeah, a lot of people in the world get by on $5 a day. And if you have $5 a day for food and housing, you're not going to be buying meat.
Walter eats 5 pounds of potatoes in a week.
Yeah, I mean, here in the United States, you can go to most supermarkets. Maybe now it's tougher, but get like a 20-pound sack of potatoes for like $6, 20-pound sack of rice for like $10. At least at the Asian markets, you can do that here.
Yeah, which luckily we have a lot in Los Angeles.
Yeah, we're lucky. Yeah,
a lot of different types of
Indian, Chinese, Cambodian, Vietnamese, all over here.
Yeah,
even Japanese in Little Tokyo. I bought rice in Little Tokyo. Yeah,
rice.
So yeah, but hopefully our friend Chef Kamsi learned a little bit here that you can try to debunk veganism with these arguments, but
we've already heard all your crappy arguments.
We've heard them before, not from Chef, but from others who have tried before. Here, Katie, it's actually pretty cheap to be vegan, and the food is so cheap and abundant.
Yeah, I mean, always if you go to a restaurant, all bets are off, everything's different at a restaurant. But when you're just buying these dry goods and eating them at home, I mean, that's why all these dry goods are disappearing right now, because everyone that's staying home is realizing that what they need to feed their families during this time of crisis is rice, beans, potatoes,
our peasant food,
etc.
Our peasant food that we love so much.
Canned tomatoes.
Sean points out, Cope, rice, beans, legumes, potatoes, third world countries grow like crazy. Why? Because that's what their population eats.
Cornmeal's another good one, too.
Yeah. That's how you make your ugali, the Kenyan dish.
Yeah. Anyways, I got a super great comment today from someone who just got the book. Yeah. And she said that she was thrilled that when she went through all the recipes, she's like, these are all using all things that I already have in my cupboard right now. This is amazing. And I was like, that was and that it was easy to make. And I was like, that's exactly my goal. I was hoping to make a book of recipes that's like a no excuses cookbook, that anyone could make the food and that they could afford it and that it would be easy for them to make. And that, there are some seasonal items in there, obviously, because I did put a lot of fruit, and fruit is not always in season. But, like all those recipes I just showed you, most of that stuff is always available. All those dry goods and like carrots and stuff you can usually find. Potatoes, carrots are usually around. Anyways, I felt validated.
Yeah. So yeah, join us, Chef Kamsi. Stop being a hater. He's just trying to throw poop on a wall and see what sticks. Nothing's gonna stick, bro. Just don't hate on vegans. If you don't like vegans or veganism, that's fine. That's cool. Just don't come here and be a poop mouth, all right? So...
Yeah, Mega Vegan knows vegetable soup is cheap and a great way to prevent food waste. Exactly. I eat so much soup. In fact, mostly everything I make is like a one-pot dish, because it's the best thing to do. Just go through what stuff's in there, what legume, what grain, what veggies, throw them in, give it some spice, maybe some tomato or mushroom stuff. Dinner served.
I saw Groovy Lisa. I guess she's responding to that dude. Lol. Plants feel pain. That is a common meat eater thing. Plants don't feel pain. And if they did, people would still be causing pain on plants and animals.
There you go. Because
like,
first they grow the plants, kill them to give the animal,
which they kill.
And then they kill the animal so the human can eat it.
I always like to say that those meat eaters that throw out that argument, I call them plant activists. They're fighting for the rights of sentient plants.
Which means all that they could be is breatharians, or
what are you going to eat, rocks?
Who live off the sun.
We had a guy earlier who was talking about eating photons, which are units of light energy from the sun.
Wow.
Yeah, we got into the photon diet. Yeah. So it's funny. It's funny. He keeps throwing all the arguments that we've heard a million times before. Even Groovy Lisa here knows, we've heard that a million times from meat eaters. Yeah, Joe Rogan has become a plant activist on many occasions.
Absolutely.
Same with Isaac Butterfield and others, other anti-vegans. It's only anti-vegans that fight for the rights of plants. I'm sure they'll have gardeners that come and cut their lawn and stuff,
I'm surprised that Chef Kamsi's not just bored already.
I know. I don't call people's choice of food rude words. Well, we never called you Jack yet, bro. I just called you Jack, but that was it. We never said anything about you. I don't even know anything about you other than what you're saying here. We haven't said anything. So again, you're just throwing crap on the wall to see what sticks. Let's get to someone.
I like Tracy's comment.
What's Tracy say?
Photon soup has many neutrinos.
Yeah, we like to put photons in our food. You know, it gives you some extra woo-woos.
Well, I guess if you were living off photons, then you would be a sun gazer.
But he's saying the photons actually go into the fruit and stuff, as long as you don't cook it. I asked him, what's the scientific...
Oh, no, I heard you having a raw tirade.
And I just asked him, like, you know, the photons and fruit, that sounds really woo-woo. Like, if it's real, and it's 2020, science would know about this. What's the actual technical name for the photons embedded in fruit? It must have a real name that we can look up and research. There wasn't one.
There wasn't. And then he just moved on, I guess. He's not here anymore.
Yeah, he's not here anymore. Lisa says, you've heard that so many times you could write a book on it. Yeah, totally. It's like, I'm ready. Okay, it's that argument, the plants have feelings argument, or the combine harvester argument, or vegans too expensive argument.
Oh, was Tyler the guy that just discovered us tonight, and now he's getting like the full... Look how excited he is.
He likes this. See, you like this, huh? This is what we do. I respond to anti-vegans. I was telling you what I do, and this is like what's happening. But this, the guy I'm responding to, the Chef Kamsey, is not like the celebrity types that I often respond to.
Kay's asking me a way too hard of a question to ask, and I feel like she's asked me a he, she.
We don't know. We don't know. They have not revealed. They.
Fave R&B song.
Wow. That's too hard.
Oh, I've got one for you right now.
Let's do it.
It's different all the time, but the last year and a half it's been...
What?
What? Guess the song by Tay.
It's Singularity by BTS.
Yes.
It's a really good...
Everybody go and watch the Singularity by BTS.
No, you'll be distracted by how beautiful face he has and everything. Just listen to the music of Singular. Right. It's called Singularity by BTS. I would argue it might be a more neo soul than R&B, but they cross over.
All right, then Stigma. It's hard to say because, you know, I'm a person that makes playlists. I make weekly playlists, so like I'll be like really into something for like a week or two, and then I like have moved on to something else. I'm terrible. Like right now, I've been really into some guy called like Ocean from the Blue. Like I literally just heard of him. I started listening to this one song a lot on a playlist, and then it turned out that was like the top song on like the new like chill K-pop playlist, or maybe the new soul playlist on Apple. Anyways, yeah, we were big Sade fans as well.
Oh yeah,
we have
love
like
Sade.
Vinyl back here.
Lots of Sade. Maybe Love Deluxe is my favorite album of hers. I don't know. When I first heard it was probably Smooth Operator when it was out.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I'm not sure. I think what's that? The Like a Tattoo.
Oh, that's on Love Deluxe.
That one is so good. Oh yeah, the one specific.
That album is amazing. That album is so good. Yeah, I like what Walter Roberts is. Sometimes when we talk about how plants feel pain and stuff like that.
Yeah, we already have an answer for that.
You need to kill plants. Like, no, if you find a ripened fruit on the ground, you eat that, the tree doesn't cease to be anymore, and the purpose of the tree producing its fruit is its reproductive properties. So nothing's getting harmed.
Also with greens. Like
greens. Greens, yeah.
Greens. Mm-hmm. In our garden we have Swiss chard
and kale.
I cut the leaf, but the plant remains. Then it makes more and more leaves. Yeah, kale, chard, lettuce, like even celery. You can just cut the stalk off and leave the thing down.
So
below.
You don't have to kill a plant. You don't have to cut down a mango tree to get the mangoes. You don't have to kill the kale plant to get all the kale off of it.
Tomatoes.
You could if you wanted to, but that's really stupid.
Some plants die back naturally and then you eat them, like when you're talking about potatoes, for instance. There's like a big plant on top, I know because we've grown some before, and this plant dies. The plant dies, it's laying down, and that's when you know that when you pull it out that the root ball of the potato will be formed under.
So again, you're not killing it. The plant's already at the end of its life cycle. So this whole thing, you have to kill plants to get food. Well, maybe there's some that require that, but most don't.
Yeah.
And even then, the plants, they don't have feelings. They don't have central nervous systems. Yes, running to myself says no brain, no central nervous system, no pain. I like to say if they can feel pain, what else can they feel? Can they feel embarrassment? Can they feel love? Can they feel anticipation and hope?
Oh, I haven't heard you say that yet.
I mean, no, I said, if they can feel pain, that means they have a central nervous system and can have other sensations. Why would they just have pain? They would have other ones too, because they seem to be able to do things that creatures that only brains can do. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what's Sean saying about their
What
garden?
is Sean saying?
Checked the garden a couple days ago after having 2 inches of snow, and I still have lettuce, carrots, radishes growing in my garden. Wow, that is hardy.
Why am I being spoken to like I don't know how the ecosystem works? I don't know what you're talking about. We're just saying plants don't have pain. You can infer more from that if you like.
Wait, look at Timothy's.
What is Timothy saying?
Angie hit on Sade's best song.
Which one? Like a Tattoo?
Like a Tattoo. I mean,
I
love a lot of her songs, but that's the one that's like... And I remember I put in a DJ set that was on the radio that... I don't know. You guys may not know that we both have been DJs in our past lives or whatever. Yeah, well, so...
Like a Tattoo is amazing. I mean... It's just such a simple song too. Just the beginning, even if the rest of the stuff didn't come in where it picks up, just the beauty of the piano and that acoustic guitar in her voice, it's all you need. You know, it's fully emotional just with those 3 instruments.
So good. That's the kind of song we really like.
Check it out, guys. If you've never seen it, or heard it, check out Like a Tattoo from Sade.
You know, it's kind of interesting because we may be like really positive people, as people like to say about us, but we really like the saddest music for the most part.
We do.
The sadder, like
the better,
like the happier we are about it.
Yeah.
And the same with our music. I don't know if you guys are super familiar with Love Spirals, but people are always saying like, oh, your music makes me feel so good, it makes me feel so chill. I'm like, really? Because it's like so devastatingly sad. Like our last album's so sad. And people are like, it makes me feel so good. I'm like, great. I mean, but that's how I feel when I hear someone else's sad song. I guess it's different when I'm listening to my own sad song. It's kind of like, oh, right there.
This is weird.
Chef Kenzie's still hanging
Produce Not Pill says, yes, do you guys have Venmo? Can you just set one up today? Why do you ask
I literally just got a Venmo. So that I could pay under the sun for some dried
local restaurant here.
Beans.
Yeah, we bought some 10 pounds of beans, basically.
Yeah,
dried beans.
Black beans, garbanzo beans, and what was the other one? Oh, and some pinto beans.
WB, doesn't anyone talk to their plants? I guess you could, you know.
Well, you know, actually, when I was a child, that was I did a science experiment, and I talked to some plants and didn't talk to others, and I kept like some in light and some in the closet, and I remember it was for science fair. I got good marks.
Love Spirals is underrated. That's our band. Thanks, Oppie. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
As Tim said, sad songs seem healing when I'm in the mood to feel deeply. Yeah, for me, like the sadder, often the more beauty I find it. Like a Tattoo, very sad song, sad. But there's so much beauty emanating from it. I don't know what it is. I'm into this, what I call beautiful sadness. They're like two sides of the same coin.
Heavy with the burden of his youth.
Yeah, maybe we should listen to Sade tonight, huh? I haven't heard Love Deluxe in a while, or Like a Tattoo.
You know what, actually, this is a great segue. I was just saying, like, yesterday or 2 days ago that we needed to start putting together... We said when our new album came out that we were going to do all these, like, playlists on Spotify and Apple Music. I made one just to, like, try to get his old Love Spirals Downwards fans to listen to our new album. And then I never made the other playlists that I had in mind. So I think we should try to use some of this time to finally get some Spotify playlists up. So you guys can check out some of our work and also some of the influences on our work. So like I started a playlist. There's probably like 3 or 4 songs. I need to put way more.
Produce Not Pills said, I didn't know Venmo. I've never used it. I didn't know it was a social thing. He said,
you can be friends.
How can we find you on Venmo? Do you have a username or something? Or I don't even know how it works.
I mean, I literally set it up this afternoon to pay Donna, and I did make friends with Donna and Chrissy because, Chrissy's been doing
your yoga teacher.
Yeah, Chrissy and Donna own Under the Sun and Rainbow Juices together, and Chrissy is my yoga teacher, and she's been doing these live stream yoga classes, and I've been taking them, but I haven't been paying her because she says to pay her on Venmo, and I'm like, I don't have Venmo, so I finally did it, and I paid both of them, and I'm like, okay, I got my thing together.
Are you Angie B, probably?
I think I'm actually my real name, Angie Lum.
Oh, okay. You can look that up. Yeah. Angie Lum.
It was really awkward. Like, I was like, when we got married, I'm like, so Do I change my artist name?
If you want.
To my, like, married name?
Whatever you want to do.
So, like, some people know me as Angie Lum and some still know me as Angie B. I don't know who I am. Angie B. Lum.
Never as good as the first time. Another great Sade. Yeah.
As good as the first time. Never as good.
Yeah, I like what Tracy's saying to our friend here. Yeah, she says, we're not talking down to you. We are simply responding to your issues. Because I said he's flinging issue after issue after issue.
I know.
That's what a lot of anti-vegans like to do. They don't want to debate one topic. Yeah. They'll see one get squashed. They'll keep throwing more crap on the wall. Mm-hmm. And so she said, you might not like the responses, but that doesn't mean we are talking down to you. Perfectly said, Tracy. Perfect. That's how we do
all the time.
Just because we respond with answers that are full of truth and logic, and it hurts the recipient, doesn't mean we're trying to hurt you. We're just showing you the truth. And if it hurts, it's not our fault.
Oh, Proton Pills found me. Okay.
He found you? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, he or she.
They.
They. Everyone is a they until proven otherwise.
Until they say otherwise, okay? Like, I've always liked to refer to people as they, and people used to always correct me. Like, you can't say they about one person. I'm like, why not?
Grammatically, you shouldn't, but pragmatically,
I have
yes.
finally been proven to have the correct answer.
In modern times.
It's just not cool to assume someone's gender. I've always said they.
Kika says, oh, snap, Angie is blessing us with a live show. How do we get so lucky?
Oh, my gosh.
Produce Not Pills is a girl.
All right.
And your name is Ashaloo. Wow, nice name.
Ashaloo?
Ashaloo?
I can't see it. My eyesight's not super great.
Yeah.
Oh, Ashley. Wow, I've never seen this.
Or is it Ashley?
It could be Ashley with a super cool spelling like Angie.
That's or Jorge Fruit said, Ashley. How does Jorge Fruit know this and I don't?
They hang out a lot, I guess. Oh my gosh.
Sherry says, if Sherry ever made a movie, Angie would be on the soundtrack.
Wow.
Cool.
Can I have Ryan with me? Because I'm always at my best when he's there, too.
Yeah, I got to be there to make sure you're sounding as good as you can.
I've made a lot of music with other people online and some people in real life. It just never turns out as good.
You know, it's just because I have a really attentive ear to production. But if you worked with someone like Sade's producers, I'm sure you'd sound better.
I'm sure if I could work with the big hit crew and everything.
Yeah, I'm sure Stevie Nicks producers would make you sound good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like awesome, but I know how to make you sound good. Oh, here's Lisa, happiest bee on earth. I use the singular gender neutral they throughout my dissertation. One of the committee members tried to correct me, but I convinced him to get with the times.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, grammatically it's wrong, but you know, who cares?
Grammar's gonna have to get updated.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a problem because so many languages have gender built into the language, which I know, you know, like there's that Latinx. I'm not sure how you're supposed to say that. And you know, a lot of people, they're trying to come up with solutions to this gender thing. I find it really annoying. There's really no reason to have gender on like objects and animals and like concepts like vegan, you know. Yeah, like vegana, vegano, that's what they're trying to come up with.
In English, there's not too many gender-neutral pronouns. The only ones I can think of off the top of my head are they, which is grammatically plural, and then one, which is grammatically singular. And you can't use one where you would use they. I mean, you can.
Yeah.
Like
it's not interchangeable with he, she.
Yeah, so.
You can say one must wonder and then not give a gender, but then you really have no idea who you're referring to.
Yeah, so yeah, they works, even though it kind of breaks grammatical consistency with numbers. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
A crime? I love how people are throwing out titles to me.
Yeah, I'm with you, Christina Lou. If someone wants to be referred to as they, them, yeah, don't understand why it's so hard to respect and do it. Yeah, you know, I agree.
Da, 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 da. Well, I mean, the real problem is when like people.
Oh yeah, we. Know. Thanks, Tracy. We is is gender neutral.
We won. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how things change as we keep moving forward. So, what's going on here? Oh, people are still talking about why people aren't going vegan. It's cool how you guys have like a whole other conversation going on that has nothing to do with the live stream.
That happens, yeah.
I'm down with that. That's
no,
fine.
I see
it's
that
like,
happen.
It's literally like we're having a big party.
It's really
when you're
community.
at a party, there's a lot of different conversations, and like Ryan and I will try to drop in on some of your conversations sometimes, and some of them we just let go by. We don't even say anything.
Yeah. But I think we all agree, if someone wants to be called they, just do it. Who cares if the grammar police give you any crap?
Oh, I never assumed Produce Not Pill's gender. I had no idea.
I had no idea either. That name is very
I don't
ambiguous.
even necessarily wonder every time I see a name on here. Or like someone like Sean Cope. There's girls named Sean. I don't know. Could be a dude, could be a girl. Who knows? Like the name Sydney. Chrissy. What you doing there?
I know. Check this out right here.
You got a bump.
Yeah.
It looks like a bug bite.
It looks like a bug bite, huh?
Shoot.
Yeah. It's that time of year.
It's because you're out there pulling the weeds
all
so.
week, yeah.
Yeah. Yup. So, any hooser. No, we have not watched Love is Blind. I've heard about it.
Yeah.
And I thought it wasn't for me, but then I saw something written yesterday. They're like, it's kind of oddly appropriate in this time of the quarantine. The idea of fall. Oh, you know what? I was really curious. I was like, hey, I wonder what's going on with dating apps. Like, are dating apps shut down right now? Or like, what's going on? So I read like a article about, what dating apps are going through. And they mentioned how Love is Blind. It's kind of like what's going on now. Like there's some app where like you chat with people, but you can't see what they look like. You have like some window of time to talk to them, and then you can decide whether or not you want to like continue your conversation. And so I was like, well, maybe Love is Blind would be interesting. Why do you ask?
I want to point out what a great and fair moderator Tracy is. She's
actually doing lots of stuff.
Telling that dude, like, I'm sorry that your feelings are hurt and you feel people are being rude. I don't see it. I have even removed comments that were ad hominem attacks on you.
Wow, thank you, Tracy.
Yeah, thanks, Tracy. Yeah, because we don't tolerate that. Ad hominem attacks have no place in our live chats or on me, on anyone in the chat. Everyone should come here and feel safe. Really, I mean, it's that all we want to do is hang out and chill and feel good together.
Tracy's an educator. She doesn't put up with bullying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no bullying here. You can't bully
bullying
me.
Either way.
Can't bully people in the chat. So even people who seem like they might be a little aggressive, they don't deserve to get bullied either. We all should respect that. We're talking about respect right now, right?
Case of Love is Blind is fire. Really? Bro, okay. Were any of you guys watching Ink Master? That last episode was such a letdown.
I don't know if we had too many Ink Master fans here. I've talked to people.
I told Tracy about it today. I don't think she gave crap, but she listened to me talk about it. But so now I'm wondering, so the new Survivor's out. I wonder if the same thing's going to happen.
Yeah, Survivor won't be able to have their reunion
this could be the
session.
last episode tonight.
No, there's still more contestants.
Think so?
They're not down to 3 or 4 yet. Yeah.
Oh, man, they're down.
They won't be able to film down at CBS in LA, that's for sure.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Not happening. Oh, someone brought up Sandcastles.
That's one of our coolest songs, yeah.
That was one of my silliest lyrics. I remember I was waiting for a bus down the street to go to work, and I just started writing that poem. And
here's a comment I don't see too often. Christina Lou says, off topic, but you guys are much better than Travis Stork when it comes to dietary advice. Travis Stork, Dr. Stork. Gotta love Dr. Stork. It actually seems like he's shaped out to be a much better person than we originally thought.
Yeah.
He finally learned about the benefits of a plant-based diet.
Goodness.
He won't go vegan, but he eats a lot more plants now than ever before, and is not afraid to tell people to do so. So I'll give him some kudos for that. I thought he was going to end up some like paleo dude or something like that.
I'm glad he didn't.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Totally open up a bacon restaurant or something.
Bacon bar.
Yeah.
No.
Now, Dr. Stork ain't that bad of a guy, Produce Not Pills. He could be a lot worse, He could be a lot worse. He's not sponsored by Butcher Box or anything like that.
Yeah. Worst case scenario. All right, have a good meditation. My body's my temple.
That's a good name.
Yeah, there's some good ones in here.
Nope, we don't have any tattoos, Produce Not Pills.
No.
Ashley? No.
Bro, I'm having this bad feeling I'm not going to finish my vlog. Like halfway through, I'll like have different hair, makeup.
Oh, do you need to do more filming?
I just do so much more filming, you guys.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I do a lot more filming.
Oh my god, babe.
I know.
Oh man.
It's like what you're doing here, just kind of like talking to the Yeah, we're like, I need to do that, but like really focus so it goes with all the clips I filmed.
Okay, we should let you get back to that.
And I still need to eat dinner.
How are we going to do all that?
Time is flying.
Oh my God.
I don't understand how people have time to just goof off in quarantine. I'm always busy.
Oh man. Oh man, it's already 11 out here too. I don't know how we're going to... I guess we could have some food quickly and then I'll let you go back and finish.
It's like once I eat, it'll like mess up my makeup.
You could touch it up. Because you're too hungry to probably go back and bang out your takes. Either way, we should get going, guys. Yeah, we got to respect Angie here and get her back to what she needs to get doing.
I see why you just like hang. And this is like you're goofing off.
I'm enjoying this. I'm creating community. Yeah, this is cool.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, this is more like goofing off than work.
No, it doesn't feel like work. I just enjoy creating community. We should do that more with the Fruit Lux and meetups here. This is cooler. Yeah,
virtual community,
virtual community of people all across the world.
Well, you get to talk to a lot of people at once, so it's harder. You got to keep like when you're at a physical event, you can't just if you stay in one place, you won't talk to all the people in the room.
Yeah.
Well, the room.
So for people who came in late, this is a long live stream. So if you want to watch it later, I'm going to leave this up for a while. In fact, I'll leave it unlisted forever. So if you have the link, if you got a notification, you can watch it at any point you want. But if you want to see Angie joined in for like the last hour or so. So just kind of forward over. So it'll be up for on demand probably. It takes YouTube like maybe 30, 40 minutes to process it. So check it out later. Watch the whole thing from the beginning. Nothing crazy happened. You didn't miss any like YouTube history occur tonight or anything like that.
I sang a couple snatches of Sade. Sherry asked if we know Banana Blondie, and we met her and we did a little tiny interview with her at a Fruit Lock like a million years ago.
One of our meetups, yeah.
Well, it wasn't necessarily with her. It was like her aunt was back when she used to be with
80-10 athlete.
Jay. Yeah. So it was the two of them sitting there, and I think I filmed it, and you asked the questions because I was still really shy.
And then I did an interview with him. But yeah, she seems cool. She's like a nice person. I haven't really kept up with either of them much, really.
It's been years.
Yeah. So
Angie should goof off with this more. Maybe.
Angie,
usually I'm like always slaving over a hot stove. While this guy's goofing off, I'm usually slaving over a hot stove. I'm not goofing off. But he made the food tonight.
Yeah, I made it tonight. So yeah. Let's see, when you watch the past live streams, can you see the chat too? Yes, you can now. It wasn't true at first, but yeah, on recent like modern live streams, I think from the past year at least, you can see the chat going on too.
Oh, you can see it?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it, but they got it. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Kika.
Yeah.
I saw something else addressed to me. Groovy Lisa, love your vlogs. I rarely do vlogs. It takes a lot of editing. But I realized that's why.
It's a lot of work, yeah.
I know. For every one video I make, Ryan can make 3. Like, my editing style is so intensive.
Yeah, I tried to find a sweet spot as far as time and content goes, yeah.
This is a dawning of the age of Aquarius.
Cool. Well, thanks Tracy for staying with us tonight. I guess that's cool. You don't have to wake up at the crack of dawn. You can stay on a little later on these live streams.
Aquarius. So who mentioned that?
Someone asked about
Luna.
that?
No, he just said the age of Aquarius will be great. And I'm an Aquarian. Thank you very much. I'm ready. Let's do this.
Angie looks so young.
Oh my gosh, thanks guys. Oh yeah, the guy that's brand new, we're 52.
Yeah, 52 years old.
Both 52.
Mm-hmm.
Both Angelinos.
Yeah, from Los Angeles.
Yeah, both have crazy surfer Southern California accents from the 80s.
We're both born in LA, yeah. grew up out here. All right, guys. Yeah, we'd love to keep going on, but I want to make sure Angie's cool with being fed and hopefully be able to finish her vlog tonight while she's dressed up. So I don't want to... I guess you...
Oh, another Aquarian in the house. Woo! I'm going to go rogue and not finish my vlog, guys. Going rogue.
I guess you could do the rest just audio only, you know?
It was weird though because while I was filming, some of it I was talking and some of it there was just like too much chaos going on, so I just filmed and I'm like, well, I'm gonna do voiceover anyways, so
maybe you could just do your outro right now. Those do the rest as voiceovers.
I don't know. I'd have to look at it.
All right, guys. Yeah, we really got to get Angie settled here.
What's so fun about peace?
Well, thanks too, Angie, for joining. And someone, I forgot who said earlier, yeah, we should just do a stream where it's all from the beginning, you and me. So we're both in the thumbnail. Everyone knows me and Angie. So yeah, we will do it. I just hopped on tonight because I knew she was going to be filming her voiceovers.
Yeah, he saw that I got all ready. He's like, oh, are you going to be filming your room? Then I'll just go on live.
Then I said,
no, but last night I suggested you go on live, but we were like,
in this room,
I was chilling out in here.
So I didn't want to go out.
I was watching BTS in here. So.
But thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Yeah, just if you missed out, just watch the on-demand download stream of this later on. I'll leave it up for you guys.
Oh, someone wants me to take them out live with "You've Got Me Spinning Circles." You can end the stream spinning round and round. Just pretend it's like Dennis Jones. Spinning till I'm dizzy, falling to the ground. You've got me spinning circles. I can't. It's too funny.
All right, guys. Yeah, we'll definitely do a stream.
Round and round again.
We'll do one with the two of us for sure. Maybe Angie will be the next guest on the live stream. Huh?
I'm probably happy because I just had my first chocolate bar in a month, you guys. It's ridiculous.
All right, thanks, guys. Thanks for everyone. This was fun. You guys are awesome, and we'll see you soon. All right, bye. Good night, guys. Everyone, stay safe. Love y'all.